Oh, sweet. You have your headphones on,
Hey.
sir? Looking good? Looking like a true professional? Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Let's wait for the illustrious and great Shelley Wheeler to give us the thumbs up on the audio because we never know what we're doing. What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Monday Night. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is...
The Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, and tonight we have a very special guest with us, my man Reese from EMS, which is super cool. Now, EMS is an acronym, if you will, and I love the name, which is really great because it's super detailed.
I like it.
No pun intended.
No,
what up, Michelle
you meant
Hess?
that.
Great to see you. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Please let us know how everything looks and sounds. We rely solely on the information from our audience to let us know the quality of the show, baby. That's right. And yes, now this is actually our first time meeting in person.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, bro.
Appreciate it.
Really
Yeah.
appreciate it, man.
Huge opportunity.
I was moved by your story, and from what I understand, you spoke with Jen Hogan, who's a very, very good friend of ours. She's our press and promotions coordinator. She's been able to connect us to a lot of different people around the state that push and pursue a passion that they have, and this clearly is a passion that you have because this is not your first rodeo. You've been doing this for...
I've been doing this since I turned 18.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, the day I turned 18, we opened up the business.
So real quick, we'll make a little bit of an Oreo sandwich here, or an Oreo cookie. Ooh, an Oreo sandwich. That's a great idea. A
Easy.
deep fried Oreo sandwich.
I'm in.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
buddy. Colin Nunez,
Oh.
good to see you. Jen Hogan, good to see you.
A deep fried Oreo ice cream
Let's
sandwich?
give, even better.
Killing me.
Let's give
All
a
right.
little bit up front. What is EMS?
EMS is Eagle Maintenance and Services, but it's a mobile detailing commercial business that we have.
Nice. And then now you said you started that when you were 18 years old.
Yes, sir.
What made you make this life choice where you were like, you know what? I want to detail cars and vehicles commercially.
So my dad invented the solution that we use, the spot-free cleaning solution that we use in 1985.
Oh.
So he used to sell this equipment to people all over the country when I was younger.
Sure.
Eventually, I was like, you know what? I think I want to go out and try it.
Nice.
And we picked up some car lots and did some commercial work and kind of rolled
You
from
just
there.
found some type of feeling in it. You liked it. You
I
enjoyed
love
it.
it.
To
Yeah.
watch the business grow and work with your dad and to kind of see the solution being put to practical use and then to see the effects of such a service that's provided.
Oh, correct. Yeah, I like instant gratification. When I come
Don't we
there, it's
all?
dirty. When I leave, it's clean.
Why are you
There
looking
you
at me, bro?
That's awesome. So your dad started the business.
No, I started it. My dad's business was strictly to sell the equipment. So
Gotcha.
I did the service.
Oh,
So
that's
I paid,
awesome.
I bought it from him, the equipment from him.
Keep it in the
and did my
family.
own thing.
People helping people.
I like it, man. And you were 18 when you started the
Yeah.
EMS business.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Me and my brother, it's Eagle Maintenance and Services. My brother and I are both Eagle Scouts. So when
Okay.
we started it back in
Nice.
the day, that's what we got forward going.
And you said you do mostly commercial stuff.
We started off doing exclusively commercial stuff.
Okay.
Commercial car lot cleaning, fleets, and that kind of stuff.
Sure. Returning business.
Did you ever do any cop cars?
The police officer vehicles are cleaned by the corrections inmates themselves.
So if he wanted to do that, he would have to find himself
I
in a
would have
corrections
to-
facility.
Correct.
Listen, if you're really devoted to your job, Reese,
I should actually.
I'm just saying, you can hire a guy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to keep my nose clean.
Good man, good man.
We used to do fleets and we specialize in car lot cleaning is really what we do.
Gotcha.
So we would come onto the car lots and the cars that you go to pick out when
Sure.
you're buying them, we clean those on a weekly basis.
Just to make sure that they're prim and proper. I always wondered how they were always beautiful and clean and washed every time I would go to a delership. They were always like ready to rock and roll. I'm like, do they do this every day?
I figured they had just like an on-site guy that just went around and hosed them down
Yeah.
every day or something.
So it is cheaper for them to hire a subcontracted company to do it than it is to have an employee because employee you
Sure.
have to pay time.
Yep.
You have to pay vacations. You have to pay taxes and all the other rest of the stuff.
Yeah,
and all the equipment and
Right.
subcontracting
Maintenance
is
and
just
just
the most efficient and effective way to go about it, aside from the fact that they don't need somebody that they need to schedule to do it. They have a company come in, a subcontracted company that comes in. They know they're going to do it. They know what their price is. They know how long it's going to take, and they know the quality of work.
Right. And most of the time, the in-house guy is getting paid hourly. He doesn't care how many cars he cleans in an hour.
No, not
I
at all.
care how many cars I clean in an hour.
So I would say this: in your however many years of cleaning cars, rough estimate, how many cars have you cleaned and detailed? Rough estimate. We work with a guy named Pizza Peisenberg, and he's been flipping pizzas for 16 years.
Yeah.
I asked him the same question, and it's not how many cars he's cleaned, but how many pizzas he's made. You know, because I'm really interested in that's almost like somebody asking myself or the Commodore, how many songs have you played? How many times have you played a song? Wow. It's like, man.
I think you just blew my mind. I don't know how you're going to answer this question.
Right, so I'm going to put this out here like this. When we were at the peak of our service, we were doing 9,000 cars a week.
And that wasn't just in Florida.
No. Well, no, that was just here in town.
Really?
Out of state, we had other people
Toledo.
working at that point. Mississippi, Chicago. We used to do the entire fleet of Chicago postal trucks.
Wow.
And
you didn't have to be in the corrections facility to do that government work.
No. That's subcontracted.
All right.
I
heard the male community's nothing to be played with either.
No.
Back
They're
then,
vicious.
it's different now.
They're vicious.
You gotta be an inmate now. They changed it.
So back then, I would personally wash between 250 and 400 cars a day myself.
A day.
6 days a week.
Good God, man.
Is anyone doing math right now?
No, we don't do math on Mondays.
I am too old and fat to do that now by myself.
Get out of
so
here.
I've slowed down quite a bit
400,
now.
6 days a week. That's about 2,500 cars a week.
Per week.
Yeah. And I did that for at least
That's 10,000
years.
cars a month.
A month.
Yeah.
For how many years?
That's 120,000 cars a year.
It's at least 10 years.
So you've easily washed over 1 million cars.
Hands down.
I love this guy.
He's
very confident
million
about that answer.
cars.
I used to wash between 40 and 60 cars an hour.
Wow.
You almost said a minute.
I did.
I gotta
Easy
say,
killer.
There's
It's too fast for me.
there's the place that I subcontract with. They have a person that they subcontract to come out and clean the vehicles. Now, that's just and some of the vehicles really need it.
Now, mind you, that's just outsides. So that's just washing the outside.
Wow, that's crazy.
I can do what we call a member wash, which
Okay.
is inside and outside the vehicle. That's about 45 minutes.
How do you become a member? Can we be a member, or is it just commercial people?
No. Members are for retail community. So
we can be members.
Oh, yeah. So
You can be a member.
What does the membership include?
Lauren Edinger,
right,
you can be a
so-
member.
Please tell me.
So our memberships are once a month. We come out. We're completely mobile. So we come to you, work, house, wherever you are. We wash the car, the outside, get the bugs off, clean the wheels, shine the tires, do the door jams, vacuum the inside, do the inside windows.
What's a door jam? Is that like the...
That's when you open the door, the metal that's on
Gotcha.
the inside.
Okay,
right
cool.
The part that's always dirty.
That's important.
always
That's
dirty.
important, and it's overlooked a lot.
Well, that's a lot of people.
I drive
if you don't-
through my car wash and I don't open the doors when I do it. So my door jams are
so you
dirty.
do the outside, you do the wheels, you do the bugs, you do the door jams.
Okay, all for $1 a day, $30 a month. Doesn't matter the size of the vehicle. So that's
Really?
that's a
They can have a
van.
two-door Miata, or they can have something like an excursion.
Honda Odyssey.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Right on.
$1
The
a
less
day.
Honda Odysseys I do, the better off I am. Because man, those
Hey
are some
man,
big
I'm just trying to
cars.
bring you some business,
No,
bro.
hey,
Hey, man,
I'm telling
we
you.
might have an Odyssey in our fleet.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't think I've ever come across a Honda Odyssey that wasn't completely filthy. But I will
he
say,
just called
I gotta
so
say,
many
they're
people
working
out.
vans, dude. They're
Oh,
working
they
vans.
are.
There are vans used by families.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and when you got a family, you got little kids running around getting crazy, or a bunch of puppies.
that's
oh,
usually
man.
like 3 kids
Yeah.
is a Honda Odyssey van.
Ooh,
And then you're
man.
talking goldfish and everything. It's
Man,
crazy.
I'm telling you, when you get a goldfish driving an Odyssey, you know you're in the real business
That's
right
right,
there.
man.
So $1 a day, and you're totally mobile.
Yep.
Now, where do you drive to? Where are you based out of?
Okay, so we're based out of Port Orange, Florida.
Okay.
But we cover all of Volusia, Flagler, Brevard, Seminole, Orange County, and
We're
Lake
Orange County.
right now. Oh yeah.
Nice. So you come all the way out here,
Oh yes, sir.
dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, we come out. I'm sorry. We come out
all right.
most of the week. We work 6 days a week, so we don't do anything on Sundays.
Okay.
That's football day.
Okay.
And that's right.
Honor the Sabbath.
So we work 6 days a week. We schedule between 9 o'clock and about 6 o'clock at night.
Wow. That's awesome. So you guys are grooving, man.
Yeah, we are usually booked out about 2 weeks.
So for example, say I'm a member and I sign up and it's $1 a day. Do I pick when you come to wash the car? Because it's so many. How do you manage
Okay,
that?
so what we do is once you sign into the membership,
Sure.
we find the location you're at or where we're going to be cleaning the car, and then
Okay.
put you in a route for that day.
Awesome.
So
That makes sense.
Get,
That makes
so
sense.
we book your appointments.
Okay.
But when you sign up, you say, okay, I can't do.
I'm
Monday,
available
Wednesday,
this day.
Right.
So I would give you my availability, busy,
Right.
and then you pretty much work around my schedule.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, hey, at this hour, this is where I'm going to be, and you're like, cool, we're coming through this area. We're going to be at your car at 3 p.m.
Correct.
So, for
Beautiful.
instance, if you're an Uber driver and I'm gone and here all times is there like a specific time that you would come on that day, or is it like the cable company where you're like, I'll be there between 12 and 12?
It sounds pretty specific.
No,
it sounds pretty specific.
We are booked out every hour for that amount of time.
Wow.
So you would get usually a month in advance. We send out all the emails because we go through so many new signups that we have to adjust the route every month. But usually once you get the second Monday at 9 a.m.,
that's yours.
We're there the second Monday at 9 a.m.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I paid $25 to a friend of mine where I work, and he does the inside and outside of my car, and he doesn't have near the experience that you guys have, and you're $1 a day, which is just $5 more, and I usually give him a $10 tip. So for less money that I'm already spending for a buddy of mine to wash my car, I can have EMS come out, knock out the inside and the outside.
Fully licensed, insured, ready to go. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there, my
Do
man.
I have to give you my key?
No. As long as it's unlocked when I get there and I can do the inside of the vehicle, I don't need anything.
Listen, he's driven. If he's got to break into your car, no, he won't break into your car. No, we would break into your car. No, we wouldn't. Only to put a KitchenKillaz CD in the CD player.
If it has a CD player.
Or we're just going to leave you an iPod Nano. That's just what we're going to do. We're going to plug it in. That's not true. The Commodore covers all the costs on that. But that's
it's my Nano.
He's the Oprah of iPad Nanos.
My Nano.
Or iPod Nanos. Now they're iPads. Congratulations. You've been upgraded.
iPad Nanos
Man,
for everybody.
How long have you guys done the monthly membership?
All right. So in 2008, when the bubble popped, we were exclusively doing car lot cars.
Okay.
We went from 9,000 car lot cars a week to 600 in 2 months. So we had...
How big was your staff at that time?
I had 12 guys.
Okay.
Whoa.
6 trucks, and we were rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
I want to do some more math. I'm sorry.
No, let him math, and we'll so before
6%.
the bubble popped.
Before the bubble popped, we were running...
You had 12 trucks on the road, and you said you're fully mobile, so you don't have a brick and mortar store.
No. We were exclusively doing commercial work.
Wow.
Once the bubble popped and we hit a rut.
Sure. I mean, I remember when that happened, there were a lot of car dealerships that closed their doors and went out of business.
Well, that was the problem.
Yeah.
That everyone had
Pontiac
dealerships.
was gone. Who there was a bunch of them that were out of here, man.
People got bought out.
Yeah.
And you basically
Some
went
consolidations, and
I
they
think
were
something
like,
happened to Kia.
they're like
back then.
They're like,
too.
where are we spending all our money? Oh, we're giving this detailing place, however much money. Like, well, they're gone.
Right.
And wow,
So
that's crazy. Not realizing how vital it is because people buy with their eyes immediately. They'll walk on the lot. If I see dirty cars, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, you can't sell a clean. They can't sell a dirty car.
No, it's not going to happen, man. Absolutely not. Nobody wants to drive away in a $30,000 purchase that's dirty.
Right. So they were taking their mechanics out and putting them out doing my job, basically.
Wonderful.
To keep them around.
Let's get the guys with their hands covered in grease and oil to clean all the cars.
It was that, or
no
they don't
offense
have
to
a
the
job.
mechanics, but it's just true.
Or they didn't have a job.
Yeah.
So
and they didn't want to lose their job.
Right.
Did you have to reduce your staff?
Yeah. It went down
tough,
to
man.
me for probably a year. And then...
And you seem like a pretty empathetic dude, man. I would imagine that was not an easy decision for you to have to make.
And the problem was this is going to sound bad. I kept everyone on for 6 months, paying salaries, and we were just nobody thought it was going to last this long. Right. Yeah. So we thought, we hit a little bubble, little dip, and it'll come back.
Sure.
And I went through all the savings I had, and just we lost my house, we lost the warehouse we had, trucks went back, things went bad.
Now here we are, 2019,
and things are good,
still kicking, man.
Yeah.
How many trucks do you have out there now?
We have 4 right now.
Nice, dude.
We do 100 to 120 members. We do around 40 details a month, and we're doing somewhere close to 4,000 car cars.
And I got to say, when the whole bubble pop thing, I don't think a lot of people really took into consideration how big that really hit them, unless it hit them.
Right.
If it didn't hit everybody personally, they were like, oh yeah, the bubble popped, I think sometime in 2008. I don't really know what happened. It's like there were people that lost families, lost houses, lost jobs, lost careers, lost vehicles, they just lost everything. So it's not only, and you said something previous. You said, I know this is going to sound bad. Nothing sounds bad about you doing your best to keep your staff, my man. I mean,
it sounds stupid.
Looking at it from
it's
a business perspective,
right.
and of course hindsight is 20/20. Yeah. Nobody had any idea it was going to last
10 years,
a decade.
Yeah.
It was a decade. Yeah. I want to say around 2017, end of 2016, 2017 is when I first heard about the business of the housing industry starting to come back.
Oh, yeah.
Just starting to come back. And if that's what popped and did everything else, then that has to heal before everything else can heal.
Well, we're still not at a point where the reason everything was exploding was that everyone had a car, your daughter had a car, everything else was doing
Sure, of course.
And now you're carpooling, or you're still nothing has really gotten back.
Agreed. It's a luxury.
It's right.
I would say that there's most certain things, especially like having a car detailed and clean, it's a luxury. It really is. And although I will say this, there was a day I walked in. This wasn't too long ago. I walked out of work and it was just one of those days, and that was the day that my dude cleaned my car. And I remember walking out of work. And I was just super stressed. I was trying to shake off the day. I was just trying to shake off all the BS that you're just not in control of sometimes. Right. And it was just about sunset, and I forgot that I was having my car washed. I completely forgot that this was happening. So I'm walking in the parking lot. I look up at my car, and it's brilliant. It's beautiful.
Gleaming.
It's gleaming. It's beautifully clean. Oh. That little tiny thing right there changed my entire mentality. And I know it sounds silly, but it was really true.
It's kind of like a good haircut.
It's
a good haircut.
It's true.
Will
it feels so fresh.
True.
Yeah,
I got into the car and I felt a little more collected. I felt a little more in control. I didn't feel so sporadic. I didn't feel so spread out. I didn't feel so chaotic. And it's so simple when you think about it. It's such a luxury. However, it really can and does impact the feeling that somebody gets when they get into a car or see a car. And it's crazy that to some people it's a business, but it really does affect people emotionally.
Oh, yeah. And you don't know how cool it is until you do it.
Yeah.
Like you're just, oh, my car's dirty, my car's dirty. Once you get into the routine of getting your car clean, it's like, how did I ever live the other way?
Agreed. And it's interesting. I love the fact that you do $1 a day, man. That's really good. And especially, and FYI, for those of you that do not know this, like I have spent upwards of $100 to $150 to have my car cleaned and vacuumed and detailed.
Detail, you're in that right range.
Yeah.
So our normal basic detail goes
and you
for
should
about
be.
$1.25.
And that makes that's still not bad either.
No, and that's
damn.
So $1.25.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So, question: Is there a detail membership?
Okay. Yes, actually there is.
Yeah.
So
now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Get at me, bro.
If you want a detail every month, we do. It's a $90. It's only $3 a day, basically.
Okay.
It's $90 a month. We come out and do a full detail.
That's still
everything.
like a $35 savings compared to the normal standard industry $1.25 for a detail.
Correct.
You're still saving another $30, $35, $40 almost.
And with us, a standard ceramic coating is included in that. So you would get a ceramic
I thought that's
coating.
what you got when you bought your car. You got a coating, or
no. You get a coat of wax.
Okay.
So a ceramic coating is the new version of wax, but it goes over the entire vehicle: rims, plastics, paint, windows, everything.
And so like that like plastic stuff that turns gray after a while?
Yes. So this protects that from the UV that changes, that fades it out.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
That reminds me of the stuff you get for your sneakers when you first get your sneakers, like the protective
Teflon
spray,
coating,
the Teflon coating.
Yeah.
Every time.
So ceramic coating is liquid glass, basically.
Wow.
So you're putting this all over the top of the car, and it stops. They say it stops scratches. I've never seen it like just buff a scratch out real good.
I gotcha.
But bird droppings,
sure.
Love bugs, which is really
normal, just your dirt, your grime, things that
love bugs eat the paint off the car.
It does.
Oh my God,
the
bro,
ceramic coating protects all that, so it gives you. Now, mind you, it said that
that's
day.
part of the $90 a month.
Yes,
and you get that every month.
You get that.
You get a wash, a detail, and the ceramic coating. Every single month for $90.
We have that standard ceramic coating is a spray on application.
Wow.
So there are different levels that go up on it.
Sure.
Where the different higher levels you have to do in a garage. It has to sit for 48 hours.
It's got a set. It's got a cure.
It's got 3 to 5 years that it's on your car.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Toledo.
Amazing. When you see guys that put the garden hose on there, it just beads right off.
Yeah,
that's what this stuff is.
That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
It's amazing.
That sounds like synthetic wax.
Kind of.
Yeah. And you said something recently, but before we actually got into the show, you said that your car is your second largest investment.
It is
just behind your house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting that you say that because you're right. People think of a car buy like a one-time car buy, like you drop 20 grand on a car. Okay, no problem. It's 20,000. Easy now.
Right.
You're talking fuel. You're talking tires. You're talking oil changes. You're talking belts. You're talking alternators. You're talking thousands of dollars to keep this machine on the road.
Correct.
And in my experience, the better you take care of it, the longer it's going to last.
The longer it's going to last, and the higher resale value you're going to get at the end.
The longer, the better it's going to run, the longer it's going to last. And you're right. If you want to trade it in, if you want to, and you've been taking care of it, and it looks immaculate, like you drove it off the freaking dealership floor the day before, then that resale value is going to go up.
So the monthly program is really great. We look at it like a maintenance wash.
Sure.
So kind of like an oil change for your car.
Sure.
So the longer you leave the dirt in, the more matted down the carpet gets, the harder it is to get all that stuff out.
Absolutely.
So if you're constantly going in and getting it at least kept at
same
the
thing with
same
like
level.
Seats and stuff like that, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Sure.
So we're vacuuming the seats. We're making sure all that's
I watched
right.
a video the other day, and they were like steam cleaning the seats, which was really interesting on how dirty. Like so it showed the interior after it was vacuumed, and it looked fairly clean.
Right.
And then they went through and they steam cleaned half of the seat, and I was like, gross.
Yeah, it's amazing. We do steam cleaning, and we have a heated carpet extractor, a shampooer.
Okay.
That we take mobile with us, and we do the second level up after our basic is our complete detail, and it does shampooing, a motor compartment, and that's $185 for us.
Still not bad at all, especially if you're talking motor compartment.
So if you go to Splash, our basic detail, what we do is $180 for that.
Wow.
The problem is, Splash, you drive by it. It's so hard for the smaller guy to get to work because no one knows we're there.
Of course.
But yeah, so we also have our highest level, which is we go out and we buff the exterior, we shampoo, or we do all that. So shampoo, or
it's like we do all that anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out what. So the paint, we restore the paint, do the blackout on all the plastics and
sure,
stuff.
I know what you're talking about. Sure.
And headlights, and we do a lot of everything.
Ooh, headlights.
Yeah.
My headlights are filthy,
especially,
bro.
Dude, it's so
and especially in Florida.
So
Especially in
dangerous.
Florida,
I mean-
because two things happen with a lot of the headlights. It gets that fog underneath where they get really kind of it's underneath. I don't necessarily know where it is when it starts to kind of dim the light, and you can clean it, but it just doesn't work.
So what you have to do with that is actually sand down the surface
That's what
and
I
get the
heard.
plastic taken care of and come back. So we do all that.
Yeah, see that's why I would contract somebody else to do
I
that.
tried
because
doing that to my
I'm
headlight
alright.
one time. I will never try doing that again. I'll never do that again.
Damn.
We charge
For
$25
both
for
both headlights.
Yep. And if it doesn't work, I don't charge you.
I believe in you.
If it doesn't work, I don't
I'll
charge
bring
you.
my $25.
So now with all this information, and you dropped a lot of knowledge on us, which is really incredible because everything you tell us about, I'm already interested in, and then we ask a question, you tell us, oh yeah, we do that too. Now I'm interested in that one. So what's the best place? So if I wanted to go, is your .com the best place?
Yeah.
Is Facebook the best place?
All of our prices, all of our information is on our website, which
Nice.
is emsmobiledetailing.com.
That's awesome. All one word, emsmobiledetailing.com.
Yes.
Man, that is super cool.
All our prices are up front. We don't care about the size of the vehicle. It's one
That's a
cost.
really good one too, because I've seen a lot of detailing places and car wash places that say a car up to this size is this much, a car up to this size is this much, an extra large car is up to this much, and they can get pretty high.
Oh man, yeah. For what we come in and charge the basic rate. You get a mud truck or something else like that, we're gonna
Sure.
charge $125.
Wow.
But you're gonna pay $250 at Splash.
Sure, absolutely.
Because you're extra.
Yeah, of course.
you
You're
know,
extra,
right.
And they just figured out a way to capitalize and take your money.
Correct.
Gotcha.
That's all
But
it is.
you're legit, and you're trying to be real with people.
I just don't believe in don't take us the wrong way, raping everybody. Like I believe in making
No.
this much off of 100
Agreed.
people than just bashing 10 people.
Agreed,
for
agreed.
A whole bunch of money.
Dude, 100%, and a lot of and it's interesting to
guy.
look at the different kind of business perspectives or objectives that people will take in regards to what the business is. Like some people are in the business of making money. That's it. They don't have a passion about what they're doing. They just the business is that's it. I just want that bottom line. I don't care how much we charge. This is what we need. But then we have somebody like you who's been doing it since you've been 18 years old, and you find passion in it, and you have been pursuing it, and you've been through so much ups and downs, rocks and hard places, and freaking a housing bubble crash, and here you are, still kicking it, my dude, still not giving up.
No, I can't. I got two little kids now.
That right there is admirable in and of itself. It's so awesome because a lot of people, what they did, and I get it, and I could only imagine how they felt, was they closed the door and they ended the chapter, and that was it. They moved on.
It's really hard. Thank God for my wife. My wife has a good job.
What's up, Reese's wife? Thank you.
She's amazing, and she really helped me through just getting through. Because I mean, not that I got super depressed, but you can't help it. You're losing. All I wanted to do was work.
Bro, you lost your house. You lost all your employees. You had every reason to find yourself in a dark place, man. That's tough.
And honestly, 10 years of day-to-day just struggling.
Yeah, just grinding, bro. Yeah. Just taken away by nothing that you did.
No, all I wanted to do was work.
That's it.
But you can't look. I couldn't be mad at the car lots because they just wanted to keep their guys.
Yeah, they didn't do anything wrong.
No. You could be mad at the bankers.
It wasn't anything personal. It wasn't anything against Reese. Like, Reese, we don't like you as a person. You're out of here.
No, it was funny. I had one of the owners sit me down in his office, and he goes, if you can pick one expense that will save you, I'll keep you. So he put down his electric bill at $10,000 a month. He put down his water bill at $7,000 a month. He put down just bill after bill after bill and goes, I can't keep you. And I said, look, I get it.
It's about as logical as you can possibly be.
I get it.
It's not an emotional thing.
No, and that's the thing with business. Yeah. You just can't.
And that's the thing. Once a week we have cast meetings. So we'll have like a production meeting where we'll all get together and we'll figure out how we're going to move forward to this week. Who do we need to talk to? Who do we need to shake hands with? And of course, with shaking hands and talking to people, there's the ups and downs that you deal with when it comes to any type of business. And the entertainment business, it's very interesting. The best thing to do sometimes, and I've learned this in my years, is to shake hands and wish them the best. That's it. Once you start bringing emotion into business, they don't mix. They're not good bedfellows. Like,
it's hard.
It's very, very, very difficult. And like you said, it was really kind of nice that owner sat down and said, "Listen, Reese, this is where I am. These are my bills. Like, if you had to get rid of one, what would you get rid of?" You know, and you knew the answer, and he knew you knew the answer.
Right.
You know, and I think that most certainly built your character with him because he recognized that you are real. You're looking at this, and you're not like, well, you're like, I get it.
No, there's nothing we can do.
And that's a tough pill to swallow, my man.
Things have exponentially gotten better lately, which has been fantastic.
I think part of that has to do with your personality.
I hope.
I'm telling you.
You just got to be as positive as you can.
Bingo.
And roll with the punches.
And like you said, it was not in your control. It's not that you made a mistake, your staff made a mistake, and nobody embezzled money, nobody hurt it was just what happened to the world, and what happened to you happened to so many countless other businesses and people. And it's like we're all struggling. And getting mad at somebody, that's not going to fix anything. No. Yelling, getting upset, all you're going to do is burn bridges. Like the best thing to do right there in that point is what you did. You did your best to help your staff, thinking that you could just weather the storm, no big deal. Then you had to bring it back to center and rebuild. Yeah. And you took it a step further than a lot of people took it. You rebuilt.
Yeah, fortunately enough, like I said, we had equipment laying around, and I was like, you know what, let's try and do something with it.
Sure.
And we went into detailing cars, and it's been a different experience.
Sure.
Because I'm so used to just dealing with the outside
that
getting in and out of cars is a different experience for me.
You have to be somewhat of a contortionist to be able to detail and get in some of these cars.
My knuckles are more bloody from vacuuming under seats than I can even tell you. That's awful. But it's been a very good thing, and honestly, the best part, my job is so solitary.
Sure.
So having these memberships, I have a one-on-one connection with people, and I get to come out and talk to them and see how their weeks are going in months. And
you're talking about that individual relationship that you build with people along your journey.
Correct.
No, and it's very similar. A lot of the people that are here religiously every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, like a lot of them are in Florida. A lot of them are local. Some of them are not. Some of them have moved on to other states. We have some in other countries.
Wow.
And they were part of the project here. They saw us at a show. We welcomed them into our house. We shook their hand. We offered them something to eat. We played a song for them. And it's genuine.
Come hang out
just
with
because
us.
we want you to enjoy your time.
Right.
And you never really realize, well, most people, I never really realized the impact that we have on people until you hear the echo come back from a conversation that they had with somebody else about their experience.
Oh.
You know, and I kind of see that happen to a lot of different people. We were both in the food industry for a long time, and it was very, very similar. Somebody would come in, they would have an experience. Maybe they didn't tell you.
Right.
Maybe they didn't say it to you, but then the next thing you know, you hear back like, hey, I just talked to so-and-so that was in here the other day. They said you were incredible. You were absolutely amazing. They can't wait to come back. They're going to bring all their friends. Sometimes you just don't realize the impact you have. You'll never truly understand the impact you have with everybody. Because it's not like you get a comment card from every single person you've ever washed their car.
No.
You know, sometimes you get nothing.
Right.
You know, and sometimes no news is good news.
Amen.
Does anybody ever tip you?
Yes.
Nice.
So our guys, we do good work. So our guys,
I don't doubt
we do get tipped. It's not the guys that look at it as I was here, I should get tipped, wash themselves out, and you learn to appreciate the extra. Because
Sure.
they get paid. It's not like they're going out there for free and cleaning these cars.
Right.
But
they're not relying on tips.
Correct.
So when they get them, they're like, oh,
It's
This is so
super
awesome.
great.
This is so good.
I've had guys average an extra $50 or $60 a week just in
That's
tips.
$200 a month right there,
I'm
my
telling
dude.
you. Well, and there's one guy holds the record for $210 in a win 1 week for tips.
Damn.
But he was
Good for him.
He was doing a great job
Sure.
and this and that and
Sure.
doing, it's amazing.
He was
yeah.
grinding.
Yeah.
I bet personality plays a lot into that too.
It does too.
In
Guys
your
that
rapport with
Oh, of course,
with the
man.
clients.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think those interpersonal relationships are really kind of the backbone and the pillars that build. Because the number one advertising and marketing plan now is still word of mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Word of mouth is still number one.
That's the only way really small business has a chance to
Sure.
do anything. Because, I mean, Google right now is $600 a month to advertise. You have, if you go into a Groupon, so Groupon takes 50% of what the customer pays. And then the customer gets, I have to look at any type of
crazy.
Dude, it's advertising.
That's crazy.
You have to look at its
That's
expense.
rape.
Oh, it is. It's
crazy.
They take, so that's automatic discount, and then they take 50%. So a lot of these things, you're not even covering labor.
No.
And it's just
to get your name
it's
out.
just to
You're
get your name
actually
out there.
losing money on
Wow.
on most of those transactions that happen through Groupon.
Most of the customers, if you called them directly,
Sure.
the businesses, they would say, look, I'll match whatever it is.
Sure.
Because at least I'm getting what I should get for it.
Sure, agreed.
And yeah, Groupon's a rip-off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Now I kind of feel bad using them.
Well, when you get the cheap goods and stuff like that,
I mean, I'm still
it's,
going to use them.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like to a degree that's kind of a foot in the door, you know, like, and that's what I would imagine the businesses working through Groupon are hoping for. Correct. They hope that you go in there and you get that one discount. You have such a great time. You're like, man, this is really good. It's totally worth full price. I'm coming back.
Right.
But
And
if they don't and the turnover isn't, then you're just losing money. Like you said, you're not even covering your labor.
Well, the last Groupon I got was that outdoor go-kart place that we went to, and that was absolutely terrible. I don't think we're ever going to go back there.
Yeah. I forget the name of it. It was so terrible.
If I remember the name of it, I would say it live on our show right now because it was that terrible.
We're go-kart aficionados.
We love go-karts.
We love the best tracks, the fastest
Yeah.
tracks, the nicest, the like the quality of the tracks. Like
Yeah.
we've been going to Andretti, which is absolutely Andretti Indoor Karting has been outstanding. There's
that
another
at?
one
I think
called
the only reason that we're that particular about it is because we're very competitive. Like we're very good. I'm going to say that we're very good at driving go-karts. We're fast.
It's fun.
We win a lot.
It's fun.
So we're very competitive. We're very particular.
Yeah.
So if the
Wanna make sure
track
I'm in a
is
good machine.
if the track is crap, if the go-kart's crap, if
Yeah.
it's bumpy, and I got bruises
outta
up
here.
and down my. But no, man.
Especially it's
No.
Orlando.
I want
and
to go to
your-
Andretti.
Your choice of go-kart
go to
tracks
Andretti.
there's a plethora of choices when
couple.
it comes to like go-kart tracks that
We
you
still
can go
haven't
to.
tried there's another one over there on iDrive.
There
that we
was
haven't
there was
tried.
one I went to a couple years ago called Orlando Kart World. That was outstanding. And then the last one, most recent one we
probably
went to
gonna go
was Andretti, and that's Andretti Indoor Karting, and it's all electric, which is crazy. There's 3 different tracks, and bro,
No way.
outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And it's not just the go karts. Like you go in there, they have ropes courses, they have virtual reality, they have racing, they have all these video
Spend a
games,
whole
they have
day there.
arcade games, carnival games. They have so much to do. They have a full bar upstairs. They have a full restaurant, and they also have kart racing, which was awesome. This is the first time I've ever seen electric karts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was really, really cool.
Super fun.
The technology was
Still
outstanding.
got power on the electric cars?
Very,
45 miles an hour.
very fast.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, very fast.
Unless there's a younger gentleman
Yeah, the
riding
go-to-go.
on the race that you're racing.
Yeah, because a lot of times what happens is with the I'd say with your basic engines. Hashtag Bud Light. Welcome home. What's up, Jason
yeah.
Sawyer and Wayne Dench? Good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah. With the combustion engines, it's one gear and that's it. And so if you go around a corner and you slow down a little bit, it's a physical gear that needs to wind up, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of explosions and pistons. Not with the electric carts. You get one belt, 2 wheels, and you're gone.
It's like a Tesla.
Oh, once you hit
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
once you hit that gas,
Maybe that was a
you're
stretch.
grooving. Now be careful, because they can, and it's really interesting the technology that's baked into it. Like if you're out of control or if you're being aggressive, they can remotely slow you down. if there's a caution, if somebody gets in an accident, they can slow the whole fleet down electrically. So electronically, zoom, they'll bring everybody to a caution. So next thing you know, your cart's just zoom, and everybody falls into the same exact pace of each other till the track's cleared, zoom, and then they bring you back up again.
You see, I always had a disadvantage. I was always a bigger gentleman, so I was always the last guy there. No matter how well I drove, I was coming in last.
You know, they're pretty high tech. They may even
Jump
adjust.
boost me a little
They
bit.
may even adjust for that.
like
He's
I
going
would
slower
hope
than
so.
everybody.
And this one isn't you.
A good track monitor would.
Yeah, you don't win the race by being first. You win the race by having the fastest lap.
And knowing how to drive.
Yeah, exactly. Big time. And it's pretty cool because they don't. Rubbin is not racing at Andretti. Like they don't want you to slam into people. If somebody's getting ready to pass you, just let them go. You know, some people don't do that. Gary Warrington.
Gary Warrington.
Gary Warrington, I'm coming after you.
If anyone
dude.
knows Gary Warrington,
Not physically coming after you, but in the kart world,
we
I'm headed
need
your
to
way,
have a
sir.
chat.
I can't wait
I
to
would
go
really-
back to Andretti.
we wanna have
I found
Gary
you
on the show.
Facebook. I'm going to send you an invitation. Me and you, bro, Andretti race karts. It's me and you.
we were going to have Gary on the show.
He did
Twice.
mention we were competitive, right?
Yeah, no,
All
I
right.
love it.
So here's the story. I'm going to break it down a little bit. We go there. This is Billy's birthday that we go there for.
Oh, ready
because
to rock and
we
roll.
learned the lesson
So
last
excited.
time. Don't go to the outdoor when we're going to Andretti. So we go to Andretti for Billy's birthday, and you know, Calvin and myself and Billy, we're pretty good. So we were expecting to
This
be
mean mug is for
you know,
Gary Warrington
probably
the entire time.
top three. That's just what we were expecting. So the very first race, and I'm going to let Billy take it from here. There was a gentleman, named Gary Warrington,
Son of a bitch.
that was you know, just going slow and kind of in the way.
Bro. So I learned a lesson. However,
Easy.
Okay.
he there was many times where I could have easily rubbed in his racing and spun him out and gone.
Right,
But I'm
yeah.
trying to be cool here.
Okay.
Trying to be cool. So and he knew I was trying to pass him, and he knew that I was going to.
Right.
So he just kept doing everything he could to keep me behind him.
Gotcha.
We passed one of the moderators just before you start the second track, the next lap, and he holds up a sign that says "Let pass," like right in this dude's face, like
Right, yeah.
"Let pass." And I look at the guy, I'm like, and he's like, all right.
I'm about to spin this guy out.
The whole way around again, I'm right on this dude's ass. He kept looking back at me. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm still here. Right. I'm right behind him. We get, again, the guy holds up the let pass thing. Like, let this guy pass. I'm like, bro, this is the second time.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, now I'm starting to get pissed.
Right.
Like, now I'm starting to get frustrated because, like, I know that I should be going way faster than this.
Okay.
I know it.
Right.
We come to round number 3. Still, there's the let pass sign. Now I'm like,
You have a lot of control.
bro, let me tell you.
Oh.
He saved it for after the race.
Yeah, I
So
gotcha.
we come around the very last one. I figure he's going to hold a let's pass sign up and finally let this guy let me pass so I can at least get one fast lap in.
Right.
The race was over.
No.
That was it. So we pull in and I'm just shaking, bro. I'm like, I just wanted to beat him with my helmet. I didn't. I didn't do any of this. However, I felt like it. So we get out. And, like, he's in front of me. We're all walking out. And there's somebody behind me. I think it was you or Calvin or somebody got out. And I was like, man, there was one dude, you, right there. This guy in front of me. This guy right here wouldn't get the out of my way.
Oh.
And he's, like, knocking on his helmet. He's like, I got my lucky helmet on. I'm like, oh, bro, you're going to...
You better keep that on.
So, like, fuming. So I go and I look at the scores, and I will say this. The good thing was the Commodore took it. So
Nice.
somebody in our
Wait
team...
a second.
Somebody in our team took
Wait
it.
a second.
But I was furious.
Is that only because you couldn't
We're
race
there
around?
for Billy's birthday, and this guy cuts him off the
Gary.
entire race, and then I get first. I feel like crap.
Gary
Like,
Warrington.
I feel bad.
Coming
Like,
after you, Gary
It's
Warrington.
your. I don't want to be first place on
man.
your birthday.
But I'm
and
glad,
then
I'm
you
glad
get
somebody in the
shut down.
Kitchen
I'm
Killers crew won.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
right.
but between
All right.
myself, the Commodore,
I'll
and
be
Calvin
that guy.
Phillips, CP, he's super fast. Like the three of us, we're pretty awesome. So like we get there, and I look and Gary. So I have my helmet. My helmet's off. It's down, and I'm just frustrated. I'm like, Gary Warrington, just like to the crowd,
like in the middle of the like locker room
where
area.
is Gary
and he's
Warrington?
Just like, Gary Warrington. Like, oh my God, Billy.
Show yourself, sir. Show yourself.
And he's clearly agitated. Like you can look at Billy and see that he's clearly agitated, just yelling.
We walk
Gary's
through the double
name.
doors into like the
was
big open
incredible.
area where all the games are. Oh, now I got a big platform. I'm
Right.
like, Gary Warrington, where are you, sir?
I'm surprised
Oh,
you didn't go to
man.
the counter and ask him to
So-
announce.
Oh, I would have. Like, just FYI, just to let you know, I found a wallet. I think it belongs to a Gary Warrington. Can you please have him come to the front desk?
Oh man.
However, I didn't do that, but that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
Next
So I was
time.
like, oh man, I can't watch them all.
Hopefully there isn't a next time.
So we had a really
No,
good
every time we go back, we're gonna scream out his name.
Oh
on the
man,
floor.
Gary Warrington will always be my like. So we raced the second race. The second race is going to be on the third track, which we had never raced before. It's a high speed track.
Okay.
I'm like, sweet man, this is going to be awesome.
Right.
So we sign up. We're ready to rock and roll. A good friend of ours.
Same day, still Billy's birthday.
Same day, second track.
Gotcha.
A good friend of ours, Rowan Demeter, who at this time I think was 11. Awesome dude, super cool. He's brilliant.
Okay.
Like, I don't even want to say brilliant
He's
for an
smarter than
11-year-old.
me.
He's
I'm
brilliant.
almost 40.
He's brilliant for a human being. Just brilliant.
Okay.
And he's really excited to race with us. He's so excited. He's really stoked. He's been here before. He's raced this track before. He's really stoked to jump on the track
wants
with
to
us.
beat you.
He's going to have a
Right.
good time. So we get there, and we're all getting ready, and one of the moderators comes out, and she's like, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going to get you going in a couple minutes. Just to let you know, we do have an underage rider riding this race, so we're not going to be able to give you 100% speed. So it's going to be a bit reduced. However,
And
just
we're already seated in the go-karts.
be
and
mindful.
She's lucky I was already in the go-kart with my helmet on, because I would have been like, nope,
Be
and
mindful.
walked out.
So I was like,
That's not me.
quick question. Are you talking about that guy? And I just pointed right to Rowan,
Right.
who's the only clearly underage person here. She looks right at him and goes, I'm not allowed to disclose the information. I was like, don't underestimate him.
Right.
Like, he's a beast, bro. Do not underestimate this
He
dude.
wants the speed, as do we all.
Oh, man.
Which
So
is what we paid
the third
for.
track, second race, fast track was like half the speed.
Half
So
speed,
it was
man.
like...
Half speed. It was like being behind Gary Warrington
The whole
all
time.
day.
Yes. Every single one of us were behind a Gary Warrington that day. It was tough. However, do you
It
guys
was a rough
do you
birthday
guys
for
detail
Billy.
go-karts?
We can detail anything. We actually can clean. We do anything from concrete to airplanes.
Really?
Yes.
Have you detailed an airplane?
We used to have the Embry-Riddle airplane account.
Really?
Yeah, we used to wash airplanes out there. But then they switched to an only rain down the drain
What
system.
haven't you cleaned?
Don't answer
We used
that.
to do.
Easy.
We've done
It's a family
restaurants
show.
inside of restaurants.
Okay.
We clean the floors of restaurants. We've do.
I mean, like vehicles, like with engines. You've done planes. You've done
yeah.
boats.
Do you do
I
RVs?
imagine. You've
Boats,
done
RVs,
cars. You've done
RVs.
semi trucks.
My brother is an 18-wheeler driver, so we've cleaned his truck before.
Wow.
So
when I
yes,
was an employee at Second Harvest, they have a cleaning thing that comes in and does the whole fleet like twice a month or something like that.
we technically, because we're still rebuilding, are not large enough to handle. You have to be able to do the entire fleet of
Sure.
Florida.
Absolutely.
In order to do that kind of stuff.
So you really need a heck of a staff.
I need right.
Gotcha.
So we're trying to work on like Central Florida accounts.
When are you bringing your 5th truck online?
As soon as I pick up enough work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give my man Reese a hand and help him pick up enough work to be able to bring on a 5th truck.
That's just one more man that can pay the bills for his family. So
That's what
yes,
that's
that
what I'm
is
talking about,
That's
man.
all I care
Giving
about.
people work, we're cleaning cars.
Yeah, and
Man.
seriously, for $1 a day in all the counties that you said you go to, which can you say them again? Flagler,
So,
Orange,
Flagler,
Lake,
Volusia, Orange. Flagler, Orange, Volusia, Lake, Seminole, Brevard.
6 counties in Florida.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. For $1 a day. $1 a day gets you, and that's just a $30 a month.
Oh, yeah.
$1 a day, they will schedule time. Reese or somebody of Reese's
Yeah, crew.
aptitude,
Yeah, one of the crew.
skill, if you will, one of the EMS
Aptitude.
crew. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Will venture to a preordained location at scheduled time according to you, and they
Whatever
will come
fits
out,
your schedule.
Whatever fits your schedule, and they will make your car shine, baby, shining, baby, flossing, big time
No,
and
I
stunning
think-
of flossing. What?
You mentioned it earlier when you came out of your work. I think everyone can relate to that kind of situation.
sure,
you come
dude.
out and your car is like pristinely cleaned. It's
beautiful,
shiny,
man.
and it's just glaring at you, and you're like, man, I want to get in that and just drive it all over
another
the place.
really
Like,
good,
that
another
feels
really good, and this just comes with experience, ladies and gentlemen. Get your car detailed and cleaned before a date.
Oh yes.
Now I know it sounds the way it sounds. However, nothing will lay an impression on a young man or a gentleman other than walking out and getting into a pristine, beautiful, detailed, awesome smelling, glorious, shiny, perfect car.
Do you guys use like perfumes and smelly things?
We do use odor wafers. They go into the seat, so if you don't like the smell, you can pull it out and air it out, and it's gone.
Oh, really? It doesn't hang on. I don't like the things that hang on the mirrors.
No.
Is it biodegradable? Can I throw it out the window?
I
Don't
would
throw
not,
it out the
no.
window. Don't do that. Don't. I mean, you could. But
I don't like this.
No. Oh my
I-
God. Reese is like, if you don't like it,
I just
right
like
out.
being dramatic. That's all. I'm not gonna litter. I don't like littering.
We use a clean linen scent.
Okay.
So it's not like fruity berry that you
I
can't
gotcha.
get in the
Yeah, I
car.
don't like that
I
sweet
gotcha, I
stuff.
gotcha.
I like the.
Yeah. I like the linen,
Yeah.
like the spring,
Yeah,
the fresh. Like, man, yesterday was beautiful in Florida. Yesterday we had all the doors and windows open. It was the weather was beautiful, the temperature was beautiful. Man, it was really nice. And then we forgot to close them, and it started to get kind of dark.
Cold
and it
last
got
night.
kind of cold. But it was. But man, that's awesome, bro. Congratulations! I'm so happy that not only did you find something you were so passionate about at a young age, but you really are very passionate about what you do, and not only what you do. It sounds like you're very passionate about everybody that works with you, that they're passionate about what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Because they sign their name on the dotted line, and that dotted line represents EMS.
Correct. Everybody is responsible for their work. So
Sure, for sure.
Everyone, if you get so
Do you guys have an app?
we do not. Oh man! But our website, you do all the booking online, so
Nice.
you can pull up, find our available dates.
How old is your website? How long ago did you design it, or when did it receive an upgrade?
I would say 2015 or 16 we had the website up.
All right.
So we have been constantly, considerably working on
Sure.
it.
Is there a mobile version where
Yep.
it shows well on a mobile
Oh,
device? That's what I'm talking, man. EMSmobiledetailing.com. Go there. There's a mobile version for your phone. You can get all the information you need.
It's
Sign
just like
up
an app.
for whatever monthly one you want. I would say this. I mean, personally, immediately I was like, I'm going to start with $30 a month. But then you started talking about the detailing, $90 a month. That's not bad, dude.
So right now we are doing our Black Friday giveaway. It actually is going live for right now.
It's crazy. It's November.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy.
2019 is almost gone, bro.
Yes, sir.
I
It's
feel like I
unbelievable.
blinked. I just celebrated New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the older I get, the faster everything blurs together.
My dad told
I
me a
think
long
that's
time ago.
everybody.
He said the older you get, the faster it goes. One day you'll blink your eyes and you'll be 40. And I was like, word.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I woke up in January.
It happens.
Yeah.
So you said right now you have
We have our Black Friday deal. It's opening right now. So
Nice.
we launched it so I could be here.
Nice.
And we are doing our basic detail.
We even
which
have a
is-
code, Killer
Yeah,
10.
That's right.
Yes.
So, but now let me tell you what the code does. So automatically our Black Friday deal is $25 off. So it's $100 for our basic detail. We are going to do for Black Friday through Cyber Monday. If you buy our detail, you're going to get a standard ceramic coating upgrade included. So we're going to throw the coating on your car.
What?
Yep, included. 120 valid.
I was about to say, where are we on savings now?
So now you're at $140, $150 savings.
So you're saving more than you're spending.
Correct.
Dude, what are you doing? Like you, right there. Yeah. I'm talking to you, Terry
Ceramic.
McIver. Once they can come to
Ceramic.
Ireland, Reese is coming to Ireland.
Liquid glass,
So
synthetic wax.
your code, that Killer 10,
Sure.
gets you an additional 10% off. So you're going to pay $90 for it.
Dude, oh my god, dude, that's outstanding. And I will say this: I've had my car since 2001. I've had my Celica. I love my Celica. We have been through a lot of tough times together.
Correct.
You know, one of the things that I get told the most when somebody gets in the car, they're like, "Dude, this car looks like it's brand new. Like it looks like it's real. This looks like a new car. How did you do that?" I'm like, I just don't beat the crap out of it. I take care of it. You know, I try to, especially when I can afford it.
Right.
You know, and it's one of those things where if you take care of it, it will take care of you. You know, your car is very, very similar to most things. Guitars are very similar. If you take care of it, change your strings, keep them oiled, keep them clean, those guitars will last you forever. A car's the same way. Yep. Change the oil, take care of the inside, make sure it looks okay. Plus, and I think a lot of this, and I would say this kind of mirrors itself when you talk about a house that you can see has not been lived in. Like, take the physical people out of a house for a year and watch a house exactly like that with people living in it for a year. And the one without people living in it, an active lifestyle, just completely deteriorates. And it's crazy to kind of see that. So not only does it take action and usage, but take care of it. And it's not that expensive to take care of your car. Like Reese was saying, the second largest investment
Not for Black Friday.
your life. And right now, especially for Black Friday, $90.
$90.
That's
Now,
with a Killer 10 code.
Yes. So also, those gift certificates are good for an entire year. So what we have a lot of people do is they buy.
Who came
3
up
or
with
4.
this? This is a great idea.
My beautiful wife did. Thank you.
I was about to say, it sounds way too smart to be Reese.
Way
too smart.
I am more of a
Just kidding.
a cleaner than anything else.
He's like, I detail, I clean.
That's right. She's the brains.
She's the brains of the operation. You're the brawn.
So you can buy them and get your car cleaned 3-4 times a year for half of what you would have spent on a normal basis.
Wow.
So we have a lot of people buy that and this one time, and then they get them cleaned all year.
Absolutely, dude. That's great, man.
So I think what my car needs is just I have a 2004. Okay. So I just need like a revamp, like a recharge of life to the outside of the car. Is that a thing?
The outside we can do upgrade. So basically, we come out and do the basics. So you buy your Black Friday deal, okay? Right? If you wanted the paint restoration, it's only an extra $100. So we would come out and buff the entire outside of the car, get the paint back to shining again for only that extra little bit.
Damn.
You can upgrade. So buy the Black Friday deal. If you want your
really
seats
good.
shampooed, it's $45 add-on.
Done. I want that right now.
It's not
I'm down.
a lot of.
Where do I? Okay,
so
let's do.
It's emsmobiledetailing.com
it.
/Black Friday. We'll take you straight to the link.
Nice. emsmobiledetailing.com /Black Friday. And I imagine when they go to the website, all the information is there.
Everything's there.
They can make payments. They can do everything right from the website.
Oh yeah.
And you even have a place for a code right there.
Yeah, the code. You put in the Killer 10 code, and you'll get the extra dish time.
What are you waiting for? What is going on? Dude, that is awesome, man. Yeah. How many Black Fridays have you had where this has evolved, where your Black Friday deal? Because this sounds like this has been years in development and evolution.
When we first started it, it was my idea to try and buy a little Christmas gifts for my kids.
Okay.
So it was whatever I did. We did 30 details that year. I was stoked.
Sure.
The next year, we started keeping our email addresses and doing our newsletter, and we went from 30 up to 100. Last year, we did 120. This year, I'm shooting for 200 this year.
No, you'll get there.
I'm really.
You got one tonight.
Yeah, you'll get there.
I hope so.
You'll get there. I saw some comments in the feed as well. My man Josh Bauer may be interested in. Well, Josh is outstanding. He joins us for a lot of our shows. He's a visual painter. He does a lot of really great stuff. He actually works with Tom and Dan. He was at the event they had this past Saturday.
He was the one that was selling the prints and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yes. His work is amazing.
Yeah, that's Josh Bauer.
Oh, cool.
So he was
Did
with
you
us
see
on
his car?
He was with us on Friday night. He has the Bowermobile, but it's all Batmaned out.
I've heard about it.
It's a yellow soul, and it's just Batmaned out. It's outstanding. And he did, and the cool thing about it was, there are steps you can take when you wrap your car, and a lot of people work with a designer. They'll put the design together. You drop your car off. You go do your thing. You come back. Your car's wrapped. Right. Josh did it with him and his buddy. They did it themselves. Wow. So he put the time into it. He put the razor blade to the paint. Mm-hmm. That would be too stressful for me. I wouldn't be able to do that. Even saying that out loud gives me anxiety. That's crazy. But his attention to detail and his creativity is awesome. And he's a small business in Central Florida, just like us, just trying to make it happen, man.
Having the ceramic on the outside of that all that artwork to protect it.
And dude, he has 37 people that live at his house.
They
they each have a vehicle.
They make a ceramic coating that is specifically designed for the wraps, so it actually
Get
conditions
out
them
of
and
here.
then protects them.
That's awesome.
So we need to talk, boss.
I feel like we should just
awesome,
keep this show going because he keeps saying awesome stuff.
That's a really great idea, and I didn't even take that into consideration. That specifically what you use to clean and protect a car is going to be completely different because the material is completely different.
Correct. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad you. When did you start bringing the where you had to switch when wraps started getting popular? Did you see that more in fleet, more in commercial, and then more in residential?
Basically, yes. So the vinyl, the lettering went from just vinyl decals to the wraps.
Sure. So
then at that point, we had to really adapt to what was being put on the vehicle.
Yeah, one of my contracts wrapped all of their vehicles, every single one of them, and high definition, beautiful wraps. But they went from white trucks with blue paint to full wraps.
Wow.
Which is crazy and expensive.
Oh, $1,200 a car probably.
Well, I wish. That's what I would like.
Yeah.
Because I look at my Celica and some parts of me, I have a really good paint guy, and he's just he's outstanding. Just built through the entertainment industry, and he just happens to do that as well.
Right.
And he's helped me out. He gave me a really good deal, and he got my both my mirrors, he got my my spoiler and my bumper. For a super, super low price, and it looked outstanding. I was like, bro, how did you match the paint? He goes, oh, on the inside of the door, it gives you all the information, and there's a paint code in there. So I learned that. I didn't know that. Right. And he goes, when I was talking to him, about it, he goes, just to let you know, this is going to look brand new. The rest of the car is going to look very similar, but it's going to be a little bit of a different coloration because it's 20 years old almost.
Right.
And I said, well, knock out these pieces. We'll see how you do. And then if you kill this one, maybe we'll keep on going. So right now the plan is I'm parting out all of the parts of my car.
Gotcha.
So like right now we got the bumper is done, the spoiler is done, both mirrors are done. Now I'm thinking of the left front fender, the right front fender. The hood's rather new because 408 and people are terrible drivers.
Awful.
Yeah, horrible drivers. It was going to be an I-4 story, but I remember you saying you don't go on I-4.
I don't go on I-4.
It's not an original hood.
I do not go on I-4.
It's not.
So the thing with your car now is these car washes, and most people come out with a high pressure washer system. So they're going to spray between 3,000 and 4,000 PSI at your car to
Don't
clean
do
it.
that.
Well, see, this is the difference. It's going to blow that vinyl off.
Gotcha.
We use a low pressure system. We're only using about 1,000 PSI coming out of our guns.
Oh, nice.
It saves pinstripes, paint,
Nice.
vinyl decals. So you're
That's
not
awesome.
damaging without knowing it.
Sure. And that was one thing I was looking at, was just doing a full wrap on my car. Like it could be whatever color I want.
That's right.
No big deal. Like I guess they I don't know what the preparation is, but I guess when you go get your car, it's that color.
It's unreal.
That's badass, man. And it's really cool that you guys have evolved your business to a point where you know that this is how we do it. This is how we take care of it. This is what could happen if you choose to take this method. This is the method we do, still preserving and the longevity of your car's health outside and inside.
Correct.
That's outstanding, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
No.
That's badass, Reese. By the way, you said you weren't good at this. You're very good at this.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous still. but
He
we're doing
undersold himself right
Yeah,
before
man,
the show.
no.
He's like, I don't know
No,
what
dude,
to say.
you're killing it, man. It's one of those things where, like, I'm always interested in why people do what they do, not necessarily how they do it or the quality of they do it. Of course,
Or how
I'm
much it
interested in that,
costs.
but
Thank you.
why do you do it? You know, and it was interesting when you said like you started this when you were 18 years old and you saw something available. You were like, here's an opportunity here, and I'm going to jump on it. And not only did you jump on it, you built it to a big business. And because you were passionate about it and you brought people in that were passionate about it. And then when all the bullshit went down in 2008, you dealt with it, you managed it, you did the best you could, and you stood back up, and here you are going back at it again.
Yeah, we are doing our best. I'm not going to lie.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. And my man Reese they can use all the help they can get. They're trying to hit 200, which is totally feasible.
Oh, yeah. With
That's
all those
totally
counties.
feasible.
Think about it. 200 people in 6 counties.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Man, that seriously, this is a way we can help my man achieve his next goal, because like he said, like he has echelons that he's trying to achieve. A 5th vehicle is on there.
Oh, yeah.
200 subscribers is on there.
Yep.
And he's on the way. The quality speaks for itself. I mean, my dude clearly has been doing this for almost 20 years.
Yeah, we have 400 A+ reviews on Angie's List. We're growing. The problem is you focus on one area for your reviews, and then you have to build everything else.
Of course.
We're almost at 100 reviews on Facebook now. We're at 60-something reviews on Google. We're at 4.9 stars.
And they'll come to you.
We only go to you.
Yeah, they'll come to you. How
You may not
freaking
go
cool
to
is
them.
that? Like, go to emsmobiledetailing.com, and you can even do emsmobiledetailing.com/Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Check it out, man, and sign up for what they got going on. And I mean, I was originally going to start at the $30 one. I think I'm probably going to take that Black Friday deal, man, because that sounds really good, dude. What a great savings.
Yeah, and honestly, what we suggest is get our detail,
Sure.
see our quality,
Sure.
then be a member.
Dude, and we're very similar.
Yeah.
You know, people are always like, "How do we get involved? How do we be a part of the show?" And I'm like, "Listen, come onto the show. You just come on and see what it's like. And if you enjoy yourself, then we can be a member.
Right.
You know, if you come in, and you're like, "Hey, man, I had a great time, but I'm out." Cool. We'll shake your hand. Wish you the best of luck.
That's right.
You know, and that I think is a really, really healthy way to go about it. Is since your heart and not your heart first, business second.
Correct.
You know, and with the heart comes the longevity, comes the passion, comes I would say comes the longevity of a sustainable business. Some people get into it specifically for the business first, and in my experience, they're just looking for the quick buck. You're not going to get that longevity. You're not going to get that customer appreciation. You're just here to make a buck and cash a check.
Right.
And it's like, all right, man, and all the things that you can do in your life, money's money, passion's passion. One will never equal the other.
And all those car washers that weren't passionate about car washing before 2008, they don't wash cars anymore.
No,
man.
You do.
no.
Yeah, they bailed and they moved on.
I'm going to tell you right now, there are guys
See ya.
that go in for 3 months, and they just don't take it wrong. It's work.
Of
It's
course.
cleaning. It's a job.
Dude, I have
It's-
cleaned and detailed my own car. I don't want to do that.
No, and we can.
No way.
I'm telling you, it's not fun.
Now,
Yeah.
and this makes me think of like a job that I used to have many years ago, and it was like there wasn't like a here's the problem, here's the solution, we fix it, it's done. It was like kind of like a pass-through kind of thing. Like I was like on an information assembly line, and I was just like, oh, let's fix this, and it was just like on to the next guy. So there's never any completed tasks. But with what you do, which is probably what makes it kind of worth it, is once you clean this car and you've done what your job is, you get to sit back and look at that car.
Well, like when he said his immediate satisfaction about the dirty car, clean car, I thought about you and the lawn.
Whenever I love cutting the lawn, not because I love pushing the lawnmower around or getting all dirty or like having sticks fly in my face from the weed whacker. Like when I'm done with everything and I edge everything and everything's perfect and I blow the whole driveway, I go inside and I get a beer.
He cracks a Bud Light.
And I stand in the driveway and I look at what I just did.
Isn't that typical? That's typical America, right?
Stand
like
right
here's
there,
here's a guy who
I
just
don't know.
finished mowing his lawn, standing in the driveway with a fresh cracked beer.
Hell yeah!
I get
That shit looks good.
I get that feeling
awesome.
3 times a day when
Boom.
I'm done with each car.
You drink beer while you work?
I wish, man. No, unfortunately.
That was quick. That was fast. Well done.
No, we get to sit back and see the pride in our work.
Yeah, of
And
course,
that's
man.
really
Yeah, I
what's
realize
important.
I can't. I'm not I'm not driven in a job where there's no end product where I can see like a result
The
of
fruits
what
of
I
your
did.
labor.
Yeah,
You wanna see
I need
the
I
work
need
that
that
you
for
put
me
in.
to have like fulfillment in.
Sure,
what
man.
I'm,
I mean,
what
I'll
I'm
tell
doing.
you, like putting Voltron together was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed the process, but the real reward was being finished and stepping back and being like, cool, man. Like the last 3 or 4, because I think I binge watched like 4 movies.
Can I tell you a stupid story?
I love stupid
Okay.
stories.
So last Christmas, my wife and I were looking at the Ghostbusters Firehouse because I am a huge Ghostbusters fan.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, well.
What do you think about the
Whoa.
showing some make, baby? You want
That's right.
you want
I don't know if you can see it.
show
I don't know
that.
if you
Oh
can see
yeah.
it or not, but,
yeah.
They can zoom in.
Holy
So-
Toledo, that's badass, man.
I'm actually getting more work done tomorrow. I'm going
Nice.
to put the 4 guys on the back and do the rest
Nice.
of it.
Are you excited about the new?
More than you know.
Hell
It's
yeah.
actually going to be right.
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah, oh, man. That last one was bad.
Oh, listen,
But-
just make a good movie. It's got nothing to do with who's in it. Just
That's
what I'm
right.
saying.
Have a plot that makes sense.
Yeah, have a plot that makes sense.
All right, but my fault. So we're looking online and we see the Ghostbuster house. It's rather pricey, and we're going, man, we're not going to do it. Whatever else it is. My daughter got on the iPad and bought it on Amazon, and we didn't know. So 2 days later, like the day before Christmas, we get this box in from Amazon, and I'm like, well, what?
You're like,
did you get?
Did
Like,
you order this? She's like,
something?
did you? I didn't.
We got
order
in an
it.
hour fight because we couldn't figure out who bought the. Just tell me you bought it. Like, oh my god, it was crazy.
You're like, listen, I thought we weren't going to do this.
No, right. So,
Oh my God, I can see that.
So we were like, I thought we decided.
And your daughter's like,
oh man, so I didn't get it.
It wasn't me.
So the worst part about it is I wanted it really bad.
Yeah.
I put together the bottom floor and was like, man, F this. So she went through and put that whole thing together and loved every minute of it.
how many pieces was this? I mean, what was this?
I wish I could remember how
If I
many
had my
pieces
phone,
it
I
is.
would look
Oh,
it
I know,
up.
it's the same thing. It's a big old firehouse with like
It's the
3
ghost.
stories.
Are you talking about Lego?
Yeah,
it's a Lego Ghostbusters firehouse.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
How much was it?
It was $350. It was. She bought.
That's a couple,
crazy.
that's a couple thousand pieces.
I'd say about 5,000 pieces.
No, it was. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
I didn't
Did
do
you
it.
hear-
She
I'd
did.
say, I'd say 5,000-6,000 pizzas.
Did you hear
Pizzas.
the latest?
6,000 pizzas. 40. There you go.
Nice.
I know my
Did you
Legos,
hear
baby.
the
Don't mess
latest
with me.
release of actually November 29th? I think they're releasing it from Lego. Is the 1989 Batmobile?
No way.
The Tim Burton,
the Tim
Michael
Burton
Keaton
movie?
Batmobile.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
That's like 5,000 pieces
Yeah.
too.
I
It's
want these
3,000.
things, but I don't have the patience to sit down and do them. Like I really want it, but I can't do it.
I have the patience. Like once I sit down and like allot the time, I have the patience to do the whole thing. Because like once I put one brick together, I'm like, yep, I'm doing this whole thing. But for me to actually set aside that kind of time to actually start it is very unrealistic.
I'd rather drink Jack Daniels, man. I'd rather sit down and have my Jack
I will
Daniels.
say there was a couple years ago. I found myself a friend had given me a bottle of Gentleman Jack,
Oh, good
and I had never I've been a bartender for a really long time. I had always been kind of looking for my drink. You know how like most refined men have their drink where they go out and they're like, oh, I get this or I get this. And I tried something, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I tried Gentleman Jack. I was like, this is dangerous. Nope.
So I actually prefer Tennessee Honey. Tennessee Honey is
I've heard that is
drink.
really good.
Even
I've never had it
more
before.
On the rocks, sipping on it is amazing.
It's like
So-
Gentleman Jack.
Reese, what
it's
are
like
you
Gentleman
doing to
Jack
me right
that
now?
tastes good.
Yes,
I
It
like
is-
Gentleman Jack.
It is sweet.
Better.
It is nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
It is my jam.
Oh, I like jam too.
Oh man,
Honey jam. Honey brown.
you mix it in lemonade and
Yep,
ted
yep.
and just so
Cheerios,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
matter, bro.
whatever.
Put it on everything. It
Put
don't
it on
matter.
my cereal.
Put it on my cereal.
It's got honey in it.
so good.
That's a I mean, and again, something like that, it takes time.
Yep.
And one of my favorite parts about it is like I do love the process. I really do watch because that Voltron is, I don't know if you know about Voltron.
I do.
It's okay, awesome. We're from the same time period.
Yes.
So it's 5 lines that come together to make one massive Voltron Defender of the Universe. So what I didn't know was when I looked at it and I saw the first picture, it was Voltron. But when I turn it on the back, it's actually 5 different books where you build each individual lion, and then you transform the lion into the leg, into the leg, into the arm, into the arm. So then you put it all together.
Yeah,
and you make Voltron.
It's still a transformer.
And I didn't know that. So when like
That's awesome.
when I got the box and I looked at it and I took out all these books and I was like, okay, they're sets. Let me see what's going on. I saw the black line. I was like, I love this. This is going to be so much fun. So it wasn't a 4-hour binging of one resolution at the end.
Right.
It was 5 individual mini resolutions and
Even
then just
better.
like a massive one at the end.
And then you're like,
a very adult resolution.
Yes, that's amazing. I like that a lot. Yeah. That's great.
hey, you got a kick out of that. That's
It was
good.
really
Now
awesome,
I
man.
want it
Yeah.
because it's that's awesome.
Yes.
Watch out, Lauren. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
But
You're
it
going to
was
finish the first one, and she's going to finish the other
Oh
four.
yeah, without a doubt. I can't do it.
That's awesome.
You're a team. You're
But
a team.
it's at intrinsic value, and a lot of it comes down to, and I imagine, and I don't know this, but Josh Bauer has been a painter for a really long time. He's been a creator and a drawer for a really long time, and I don't necessarily know where the resolve is or where the reward is for him, if it's in the process or if it is in the take a step back and look at what you've done, look at your work, look at your time, and this wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Like to take a step back and look at this car that nobody would touch into this car that everybody wants to get in, and to take a step back and be like, that was me. In an hour and 2 hours and however long it takes,
Right.
like this is what I was able to transform this thing into, and there's a product of my labor right there. I feel rewarded, and I'm going to do it again.
That's right.
Man, I bet the best ones are the mom vans because they're the dirtiest.
They're
and then
fun.
you just like completely transform them.
Moms are dirty.
There is only
Kids are dirty. Moms are busy.
Fun moms are dirty.
I've done this for 10 years.
It's after 9:30. We're fine.
There's only one
Say something in the
car I haven't
comments.
cleaned.
Raise your
Really?
hand.
Yes, there was one car that was too dirty that I did.
Oh, you refuse service?
You only refuse service.
Really?
One vehicle.
We both valeted for a while.
I was about to tell a really disgusting ballet story.
There was one car I didn't touch. It was a Honda Pilot that there was so much trash it came up to the bottom of the back seat, and in the front seat was all bottles and just garbage and open bags. And I was like, now mind you, when we come to your car to clean it, I'm not a trash man.
I understand.
I clean the car. I'm
Sure.
not your garbage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
So,
throw your trash away.
correct.
Pre-bus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pre-bus.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Open everything up.
Yep.
We can clean it.
Sure.
I threw away one lady's coupons, and you thought I threw away a $400.
And I was just about to say that has to be a liability thing.
It
That
is.
has to be a liability. Well, I threw this empty bag of Doritos away. What? Why'd you do that?
My
that had a
retainer was
code
in
on
it.
it.
Right,
That
right,
had this on it.
exactly.
Why would you do that? I'm suing you.
Oh my god!
And if
the
I don't
American
clean
way.
it, I get the same thing.
Yeah.
Why did you leave this here?
Oh
well,
my
it's
gosh.
because
You're like, I'm
not-
done.
Yep.
Man, I feel like with that Pilot, the best thing to do is drive to a landfill, open all the doors, get a really strong blower, and just
Oh, he's like, oh man, I'll clean it out, but you guys gotta wait. I'm like, I don't have 4 hours for you to clean out this car to where I can.
I got other cars.
Right, yeah.
I gotta go.
I'll be back next month.
And that's one thing. There has to be a set of mutual respect there, like understanding. Okay, so you guys are going to show up where my car is going to be at 3:00 on a Tuesday. At 3:00 on a Tuesday, my car is going to be ready for you to be there.
Correct.
It's going to be unlocked. It's going to have all the trash thrown out.
I'm not going to have my go bag sprung
all over
the back
I want to
seat.
set you up for success.
Right.
And that's a big thing. Like, it has to be a mutual thing. You know, like, we're paying you for a service, yes, but you are putting in time, fuel, insurance, labor, liability, all the stuff to get to me. Correct. So I have to respect the fact that you're doing that. You're making it so easy. You're coming to me.
And when we're done, we have a checklist that says, check your cup holders. Are they clean? Or is this right? Is that right?
So you want to know. That feedback's important.
I want check marks, and we don't leave until you're happy.
That's awesome.
And then we get a signature, and you go.
You see how that works, T-shirt company that tried to tell us what was passable or not? We're the ones that tell you what's passable or not. Right. You don't tell us. We tell you. That's how that works.
It's my turn to call somebody out on the show today.
I try not to drop names, but we worked with a company a couple weeks, about a month ago, and I've worked with a lot of T-shirt companies, my man. This is quite some time in the industry, a lot, and they tried to pull one over on me. I'm like, listen, dude, I don't know if you know who you're talking to or what you're trying to pull over on me, but that's not how this works. So then they tried to break down the reason that these things were wrong and that they're totally passable and they're acceptable. I'm like, time out. I'm the client. Yeah. I paid you for a result. You don't tell me what's acceptable. And I've never been that guy. No. I've never been Karen, let me talk to a manager.
That's right.
I've never been that person, but I've already paid you. And we work hard for that money. Mm-hmm. Like, if I hadn't paid you and you gave me a terrible product, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I have a fantastic printing guy, vintage printing in Daytona.
That's what happens.
And Mark is fantastic. He did these cup holder coasters for me. And they turned out amazing.
Cup holder coasters?
Cup holder coasters.
They go in your car.
They go in your car.
And they advertise EMS detailing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we did
That's a great idea.
Let me tell you what. I'm actually going to have them brought in real quick so you can see them. And
that's Danny right there.
That's
Danny's
Danny.
making it happen, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
Sorry for the distraction, but
yeah. Danny's got a website too. We'll get into that later.
So cup holder coasters that go in there and they suck up all the moisture from when you the
really?
cups and all the rest of it. Yeah. So
normally what I do is I put like a paper towel or something down in the bottom of there.
No, these things soak them up beautiful and they dry out.
Awesome.
It's really beautiful. It's really nice.
That's a great idea.
And they were really great. So
nice,
I was trying to find something.
What's your tab up to so far?
Oh man,
so we were going to do a giveaway Thursday, and so all this week on our Facebook page,
sure,
if you like or tag some friends in one of the Black Friday deals, by Thursday when Thanksgiving comes out, we will give away a basic detail to someone who shows.
It's only Monday. You guys could do this right now. Like
free detail.
Can you run them through it real quick?
Yeah. So go to the Facebook page and like and comment, tag somebody, whatever else it is. And by Thursday, we're going to pick a random person that's done that on any of the posts and is going to win a full detail, that $100 package.
Detail, baby. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
We got to bring awareness.
Just for sharing a post.
Just for sharing and
like and share a post. You could win a full detailing.
Yep. Our Black Friday deal.
How incredible.
Yeah, you'll get our Black Friday deal.
How incredible. Man, that is awesome.
And if you use the code KILLER10.
Oh, no way. These are it.
You'll get it for $90.
I love these. I like this. Where every detail counts and they're a detailing business.
That's right.
I like that. And I'm really glad you did this. I was going to ask. As soon as you said that, I'm thinking, I see a plot hole immediately. But they have these little...
Look at the indention.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, that little indention right there is so you can remove it.
Do you need to take that out?
This is brilliant.
Do you need to wipe it off or something?
Genius.
Mark. Well done, Mark.
Mark is a
in
genius.
Daytona. Yep. What's the name of his?
Vintage Printing Company.
Vintage Printing Company. Yep. Mark, what's up, my dude? You might have just got a couple new customers.
I'm telling you.
I like, and I dig your logo.
Thank you.
Super simple, super clean.
Yeah,
really nice.
I can see.
It used to be a big eagle and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff, but it doesn't translate to cars.
Yeah, true.
So
they're like eagles.
No,
eagles.
This is the way to go.
I like it. Dude, this is really great, man. Serving since 2001.
Yes, sir.
That's 18 years of service, my dude.
Before the bubble.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, Reese. I'm excited that you're consistently evolving, and that's what this. It's a big part of any success of anything. Is evolution.
What was really impressive is after 2008, you had to go in a different direction, and you were okay with doing that.
I had no choice.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
We have all this equipment. What are we going to do with it?
You had a choice to sell all your equipment and go do something else.
I like the fact that he said we had no choice. Success is the only, that's it.
It's the only option.
I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
There is no quitting. No, there's no plan B.
No.
This is it.
No, I've done this since I was 18.
This
I'm
is it.
dying with this.
You're in it.
So this is it. I told my wife
That's commitment right there, Lauren. That is commitment
washing
right
cars
there.
for life.
Oh, let me tell you,
That's awesome, man.
If
So
I don't break
I
down,
gotta
first.
ask because this is I kind of know where the answer is going to go because it seems typical. But a lot of mechanics have cars at home that are in dire need of mechanical work. A lot of computer technicians have computers at home that are in dire need of computer work.
I will tell you, I think my wife's car is the grossest car in the planet.
That's the pilot that he wouldn't clean.
Oh, that's not accurate. That's not accurate.
It's not close. But I'll tell you,
Don't do that to wifey.
No. Man, you just get home at the end of the day and you don't want to do one more car.
No, I hear you, man.
You just don't want to do it.
Dude, I hear you 100%. There was a lot of times where I would get a message, and if I hadn't heard from a friend in a while, and they messaged me, they wanted one of two things. They wanted me to play at their whatever,
right,
or they wanted me to fix their computer. That was it. Hey, Anthony, I haven't heard from you in like 2 years. What can I do for you? Hey, Bill, just checking in, man. How you been? Let's just fast forward right to the can you hook me up with this? Let's just get there. Yeah. What do you need? Do you need me to play music in an event that you have, or do you need me to fix your computer? Which one is it? Yeah. Well, I mean, damn, man. My laptop's running real slow. It's like, yeah. Dude, I work on computers all day long. I work on switches and network interfaces all day long. Like, when I come home at the end of the day, that's normally the very last thing I want to do.
That's right.
And I feel you, man, especially you're cleaning, I don't know how many cars a day.
No, we usually...
You know what you should do? You should give her a discount code.
Yeah. No, I have the guys do their car now. No, she has a membership that the guys come in to do. And
that's the way to do it. That's awesome. Does she get a family discount, hopefully?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
He's running a tight ship here. I don't care who you are. No discount for you.
He's running a business.
No, the problem is I pay for it. Yeah. So she gets a full discount.
That's all.
Dang.
Damn. That's awesome.
That's the way it
That's
goes.
the way the cookie crumbles, baby.
That's right. That's good husband there.
How long have you and your wife been together?
We've been together. We're high school sweethearts. We've been together for almost 20 years. Next year will be 20 years.
When did you graduate? 2001?
Yes, sir.
Knew it.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep, that's why 2001.
Really?
Yeah, I graduated high school. I turned 18 in July after I graduated. And then I couldn't own a bit. You in the state of Florida, you can't own a business.
You graduated when you were 17?
Yeah.
Ditto.
Yeah,
same thing.
I'm a July baby.
Same thing. I'm an August baby.
Yeah.
I got you, my man.
Always the youngest, man.
Amen, bro. Let me tell you, my first semester in college was terrible because I was 17 and everybody else was 18, and we had a curfew. If you were 17 on campus, you had to be in, like, at least in your dormitory hall. If you were 17, at like 10 o'clock.
No shit.
So like the rest of my first floor was gone, and I'm just walking up and down like, this is college.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's terrible.
At least for the next year.
Yeah. Shit. So you graduated high school, kicked off the business.
Yep. Yeah, I actually picked up work while I was in high school. I was doing it on the weekends.
Of course you did.
But I couldn't open up the business until I turned 18.
I get you. That's awesome. So you and your girl were together in high school.
Oh yeah.
Like graduated, were you like high school sweethearts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I graduated. I was 2 years higher than her in school.
Okay.
And 5 years after we started dating, we got married. So
nice.
We're almost at 15 years married.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it feels
good job,
like 40.
Lauren. Good job, Lauren. Reese is a handful.
Did she understand back then that when you opened the business, like that would be
that was it?
You
were dying with this?
Yeah. Well, she was under the impression that, and she was
that
always
she would
told,
always have a clean car.
Well, no. I told her that
not unless you pay for it.
Business comes first. The work's got to come first. Life's got to come first.
Dude, that's the way it works, man. There's been a lot that I've seen over the past year or so, maybe a couple years that, and it's stuff just on social media where people start to share their opinions, which I think is good and bad. I've seen a lot of, and I would say there's been a dynamic shift over the last year. So about 2 years ago, it was like, I need my queen, I need my king, you need to be my number one, and I'll be your number one. And then I've never really signed on to that. I've never really thought that was a healthy way to have a relationship. Like, then I recently started saying, you should be your number one. Your passion should be your number one. Your drive and your heart should be your number one. And let them have their number one as well, which should be their passion, their pursuit, their knowledge, and then hopefully you complement each other. Like, I don't mind being somebody's second priority. I want your health to be your number one priority. I want your dreams to be your number one priority. Like, I'm just happy to be along for the ride.
That reminds me of a Will Smith quote that I heard, like, you can't expect your partner to make you happy. Like, you have to come to the relationship happy.
Yeah,
and compliment
it's not
each
your
other. Like,
partner's
you can't
responsibility to
someone
make you
else
happy.
Yeah.
You know, like it's your responsibility to make yourself happy, and then hopefully two happy people can be happy together. Okay. You know, there's a lot of relationships that are forged out of trauma, out of loss. And that's really tough. Like, although it forms a bond, look at any action movie like Speed. Okay. Like, where Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves are now happily ever after.
Right, exactly.
No, bitch. You guys joined through trauma, loss, and crazy circumstances with death and dismemberment. Not a great way to form the pillars of a healthy relationship.
The week after was probably a lot of fun, but
after that it didn't much.
Move on.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's not sustainable.
That's awesome. What does your wife do?
She's an environmental scientist with the St. John's Water Management District.
So you guys really help each other out. She makes sure the chemicals you use to make sure you keep your cars clean are taking care of Florida.
She
not
makes sure I
destroying
have insurance.
Smart woman. You did say she was the brains of the operation.
She is the brains of the operation.
What's up, Lauren? We love you.
But yeah, she has a great job. She does data. She's going to kill me. She does data QAing for all the data that is collected from the St. John's Water Management District.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's really spectacular.
Really? Does she bring her work home with you? Do you hear a lot about like the EPA and what's going on with the environment, especially in Florida?
No.
Good.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that brings the work home.
I gotcha.
And both
can't
of us
both do it.
No, you can't both do it.
Can't both do it. That's just craziness.
That's
right
too
there.
much to unload.
Yeah.
Man, that's super cool. Now, you and I talked a couple of weeks ago about coming in tonight. And I know you were nervous and you were excited. Number one, you killed it. I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
Like, it's awesome. You great stories, good personality, good energy. Like, I think you're, and it's inspiring. Like, number one, it's inspiring.
You would laugh at some of the people that he has to drag along through the conversation.
Really?
Oh, bro,
it's torture.
You're a blessing, Reese.
Not that bad, man.
You're a blessing. So normally, like today, we normally do a bit of a wrap up, which we go across the last 6 to 7 days of what we've done, and we normally start on last Monday. And last Monday, we had a really cool wrap up. We had a really great. We had a good core. We had a good group, and a lot of the people that are here right now. Kyle Nunez, we call him the bad from Trinidad. What a cool dude. Yeah. Jen Hogan's in here. You spoke with her, press and promotions coordinator. We have Lisa Baker, another phenomenal musician. We have Josh Bauer was in here. I saw Hanging with Webb in here. So normally we have the same kind of crew, and they all bring additional people into it. So it's very similar to you trying to get like just that one more person, that one more sign up. Right. And it's very similar with us. Like, we build our business on crashing kitchens every Friday night. Right. And that's it. And the kitchens are our lifeblood. Right. That really keeps the whole thing going, because that allows us to be able to present what we do to an audience for free. And then we build around that. Mm-hmm. So Saturday shows, festivals, matinees, all that other good stuff. Right. But it's all based on the community. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like what you're referring to now is the health and stability of the community that you've been able to build over the last 18 years, which I imagine some of those people even helped see you through those tough times. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? You know, and it's those people that you got to lean on. You can't forget your roots. You can't forget where you come from. As big as you get, you always want to remember those, like, initial pillars of people that were with you, not when just everything was hunky-dory and great and you were killing it traveling all over the country.
But when it all went to...
When you really, really hit those hard times, man, you know, and a lot of that goes to family and friends. Mm-hmm. You know, like Lauren was with you every step of the way through that stuff. No matter the disagreements or the arguments, like, that's a hard time for anybody to go through. And like you said, you lost a house. Mm-hmm. And that's big, my dude. That's big. Something like that could and has destroyed relationships before. You know, that's got to be a lot of stress. Not only are you trying to manage yourself, but a family.
I can shatter somebody's confidence.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So it's always interesting because originally when we kind of first started doing this, we spoke with a lot of musicians. You know, we had musicians, we had painters, but then we started realizing, and we had many conversations on people that are just passionate about what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. What matters is the passion.
We just want the passion, baby.
And it's really awesome to be able to provide a platform for people that are just involved emotionally and physically with love in what they do, to be able to share with people and hopefully get a couple likes, hopefully get a couple signups.
That'd be great.
Yeah, man. Again, emsmobiledetailing.com/Black Friday. You can go there right now, put in Killer 10. You'll get 10% off. An amazing deal, which drops, and you're already saving, what, $150?
Yeah. So
it's a savings of $160 if you go to that website, put in Killer 10, and then you get a 10% discount down to $90, which is just absolutely incredible, man. I mean, I don't even know if I can use my own code, but I feel like doing it.
Oh, yeah. This is the best deal that we run all year round. We don't offer a deal under $100, period.
Wow.
And then this is the only time of year.
And I got to say, just because we've never had a discount code before, Killer 10, we have a discount code. How freaking cool is that? That's right. emsmobiledetailing.com/Black Friday. Go and put Killer 10 in there. Hook up with my man Reese. Get in some scheduling. Have him or one of his dudes or one of his people on his team, which do a stellar job.
Correct.
10 out of 10.
Do I get to pick the guy?
You even get
You can, yeah. Actually, it's by name, so you'd pick this
Oh,
guy's.
really?
I was not expecting you to
that's
say that.
Yeah, so you get to pick the guy that you go through, and
That's awesome.
All of our guys have about 3 years experience.
Nice.
So
Wow.
so probably because you talked about like how it's scheduled and structured, and the guy that comes to do my car initially is probably going to be the same guy that comes every time.
Correct.
Because that's his
it's
route.
his route,
It's his
basically.
route.
Yeah. So you're going to get to know and build a relationship with the
I want to
guy.
I want to buy that just so I can use my code.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. Yeah.
I'm
Right? So it's a hello everybody and welcome to Monday Night. My name is Billy Floyd and that is
I'm the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We are sitting with Reese, the owner, operator, CIO, CFO, CEO,
The man.
all the C,
All of those.
fill in the blank O of EMS Mobile Detailing.
Maureen might be one of those.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
the brain.
She's kind of
Right.
all of them.
Right.
She's the B.
That's
She's
right.
the chief
Right.
brain officer.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the healthy decision making officer. I like. Good. You're a smart man. No wonder you have such a successful relationship.
I'm telling you, man.
Well done, baby. So that's so welcome to Monday's wrap up. Last Monday we had a really good wrap up. We ended it with a Smile My Love, which is a KitchenKillaz original. On Tuesday we put up a poll. Which, speaking of this Wednesday, we're going to be at Castle Door Studio for the all original poll. So we
doing
have a poll
originals
going
again.
up tomorrow at noon with 5 songs on it. It'll be all KitchenKillaz originals. You guys vote on them, and on Wednesday at 7:05 we'll be with Zach Cabral and Dr. Alyssa Rose.
Actually, if you're a Patreon member, you already know what the songs are.
That's true.
Is that right? Is that
Yeah, you can
accurate?
go to patreon.com/KitchenKillaz and check out the different tiers. Now, most certainly, we always push the $5 tier. That's the easy one. You can go and check it out. $5 really makes the whole machine move forward. There are other additional tiers up there with plethoras of information and content that you will only receive if you're a Patreon member, especially that top tier Patreon. You get some pretty interesting stuff. I want to leave it there. Wink,
You're gonna
wink,
see some
nudge,
stuff.
nudge. I don't know if that's true. So last Tuesday we put up a poll, and the winners were KitchenKillaz original Prince of Light came in at 26, which took first place, and at a very, very close second place was Everlong by Foo Fighters, one of my absolute favorite bands, one of my absolute favorite songs. We also had Where Are You Going by Dave Matthews Band, Mannequin, a KitchenKillaz original as well, and 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20. We did a little flip the pick, which is the great Commodore takes a white Fender pick that he has. He flips it. If it lands gold side up, they get another song. Now, the past couple Wednesdays we've been doing this. We've kind of been basing it on viewership. If we're at 20 viewers, 2 songs, 30 viewers, 3 songs, 40 viewers, 4 songs.
Awesome.
So we really give the power to them.
Yeah.
We don't vote on our own poll. Like we've never voted. We leave
No.
it 100% up to the community. They
Defeats
manifest
the purpose of the poll.
They manifest our musical destiny.
Right.
So last week we had a poll with 5 songs. On Wednesday we went up rocking a Prince of Light and Everlong. We also did Flip the Pick with Mannequin and Was It a Dream. Moved right on to Thursday, which was prep for this past Friday, which was absolutely outstanding. We were actually with Josh Bauer. We were at Josh's house, and we had the Mad Scientist with us. The Mad Scientist is our touring chef.
Gotcha.
So anytime we crash a kitchen, and sometimes the host just wants to entertain. They want to bring friends and family over. They want to have a good time. They don't want to necessarily be responsible for food.
Okay.
If that's the case and the Mad Scientist is available, he jumps in. Appetizers, entrees, desserts, cocktails, themed for the night, to the songs, to the environment, which is super cool. He makes sure he takes care of any gluten allergies, any kind of allergies, whatever. Some people have certain preferences. They'll put it together. 2 things he received this past weekend. It was Josh and Kayla, Josh and Bunny. One of them liked Oreos. The other one liked
Red velvet cake.
red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake.
One of them liked Oreos. One of them liked red velvet. The Mad Scientist created a red velvet Oreo cheesecake.
Oh man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. It's exactly what you just imagined in your head when you tossed your head back. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So we have the Mad Scientists join us sometimes on Friday nights. Sometimes we're with the host and they want to feature something that they made. Like we had lasagna rolls that night. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is a 17-pound slice of this red velvet Oreo cheesecake, and this is chocolate ganache on the top. And then he took some of the crumbled Oreos and put it in here, and he also did all this is crushed red velvet.
Everybody's going home with a slice tonight.
Oh my goodness gracious! And then this is like the cream cheese frosting.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite things when it comes to red velvet. Just absolutely fantastic. You have to take this away from me. I'm gonna eat this right now.
Wow, that looked amazing.
So that was this past Friday, and Josh painted. He did the Tim Burton Batmobile. He killed it, man. Really, really great. There's a picture up on our Facebook, and I know he has a time-lapse video that he posts every Tuesday on Hanging with Web Show. Josh does an Artist Weekly update every Thursday at 7:30 on Facebook, where he goes over the last week of crazy shenanigans he got himself involved in. If you watch this Thursday, he's probably going to talk about Tom and Dan this past Saturday. So we were with Josh and Bunny. Monster was there as well. We had the illustrious Shelley Wheeler with us as well. Tara Dunn was there, which is the Mad Scientist's fiance. What's up, future Mad Scientist lady? And the food was absolutely outstanding. They had 2 types of lasagna rolls that Monster and Josh made, and then we also had the Oreo red velvet cheesecake.
Dang, I don't think I had one with the mushrooms.
The one with the mushrooms was outstanding.
I didn't have sugar pie.
So it was. We had a really great time. Last Friday was a great show, man. We had a good following. We had a really good. It was just a fun. That's really what it was all about. You know, it was just a lot of fun. We had a really great time. And it's a good one. We always have a good time when we go to Josh's. Like, he's just a good dude. He's super, super passionate about what he does. He's been painting for a really long time. It's always interesting to see the evolution and upgrades in his studio. You know, because, again, it's all about learning, evolving, and innovation, which I think is huge. Saturday and Sunday was kind of chill for us, which was nice. We actually had the Momador in town. So he goes by the Commodore.
Gotcha.
To maintain his anonymity in this crazy world. So we figured we'd call his mom the Momador. I think it was great. It was really nice to see her. It was really cool. We went to Roadhouse, I think, which was outstanding.
Texas Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I got to say this. Texas Roadhouse, you killed it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
great.
They were spot on with their steak temperatures.
They were 100%.
And that's, I think both of us were like, we order it medium, and we always like clarify, like, that's going to be
medium rare,
looking like this, right?
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, every time. They're like, yeah, that's exactly what it's going to look like when it comes out. And then it's a table and like,
and quality.
That's good.
And those 2 things I think are rampant in any successful business that you find: consistency and quality. And that sounds like those have been some specific pillars that you guys have landed on as well. It's all about consistency. It's about knowing that if I've been working with EMS detailing for 6 months, that my car is going to look beautiful on the 6th month, just like it did on the fifth month, just like it did on the 4th month.
That's right.
You know, and that quality is going to get people coming back over and over and over and over again. Like we were talking about the Groupon thing.
Right.
So great, they get it for a really great discount, but they loved it. Dude, I don't mind paying full price for something. I don't, and I prefer it now.
Especially when you prove yourself.
If you talk to college Billy Floyd, he was probably downloading everything from Napster and stealing as much music as possible.
That's right.
Because that's the way the world was.
Right.
That's the way the world was. But as I started to grow up and I started to become more of a business person myself and more of a musician myself, even when it came to movies, like I always felt kind of bad. Like Pirate Bay was really popular,
and we started making a little bit more money.
And I was like, all right, like now let me see what I can do here. Now that I actually have the finance to be able to do it, I'm proud. I'm happy to do it. You know, and we even say that during our show, like, if you really want to hear a great version of this song that we are covering, go to iTunes, and for $1.29, you can buy your very own copy.
Everybody has to make $1.
Absolutely,
Everyone has
man.
to make money.
Absolutely.
I buy all my music.
That's what does all of this stuff.
I buy it.
You know, so, and when it comes to something that people are truly passionate about, and I'm passionate about my car. Like, I dig my car, and like you said, probably the second largest investment that you'll ever have.
That's right.
You know, and it's true. And the more you take care of your car, the better your car is going to take care of you.
That's right.
And that's it. And it's very similar to pretty much everything that we do. Like Dennis is a clinical psychiatrist, which is awesome. He's actually working on his doctorate right now. So the Mad Scientist will soon be a Dr. Mad Scientist.
That's crazy.
Which is super cool. Josh Bauer, absolutely incredible. He continuously evolves. He continuously moves and motivates himself. The very first time we did one of these and Josh painted with us, he almost didn't want to do it because he was like, there's no way I can paint something in an hour.
Right.
I can't do that.
Right.
And I'm like, I disagree. And he was like, what? I'm like, I really think if you truly do it, I bet you can. 42 minutes he was done.
Really?
42 minutes he was done. We had one show, he made 2 paintings. 2. And I'm like, bro, killing it, man, just killing it. And it's like until somebody pushes you, sometimes you don't realize what you're truly capable of. And I think honestly, Josh, I think he holds himself back, man. He's brilliant. He's incredibly creative. And that pushed him, and he killed it. And he's been on over a dozen shows with us where he's painted and created. He did all of this.
Wow,
that was a 4-part.
cool.
That was a 4-part series that he did with us. Which that last one on the right hand side was our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, awesome.
So he joined us here twice. He joined us at Castledore for that one, and then that last one was our 2-year anniversary. So he's just done some absolutely incredible stuff, and it's always awesome to see people that are truly passionate about what they do, how they naturally evolve, and how happy they are when they see something. He stepped back from his Batmobile this Friday, and this is very rare, which is why I'm saying it. He stepped back from me, looked at it, he goes, "That's not bad." That's very rare. Yeah. I've seen Josh walk up to his own paintings and turn them around because he doesn't want to look at them anymore. Like the first one he did here was at Jack Skellington for Halloween last year.
Okay.
It was outstanding.
Yeah.
Like he's standing there with Bunny and he's just staring at it. And Bunny goes, "You want me to turn it around?" Because Bunny knew. His wife knew what was going on. He was fuming.
Right.
I thought it looked incredible. I thought it looked incredible, man. It was such a great painting. But we're our own biggest critics. Yeah. You know, absolutely. But
I guess I can kind of relate.
Sure, of course.
I can write a song and be like, "That's crap.
That's stupid.
I'm never playing that
Get
for
out of
anyone
here.
ever."
You're on drugs.
Actually, that was where Perfect Places came from.
He was playing it one day, and I'm like, "Bro, what is that?" I was like, "Did you write that?"
Like,
He's like, "Well, I mean, it's just part of one thing, but yeah." And I'm like, "Bro, let's hear the whole thing." So he played all the parts. I was like, "Oh, this part, there's part A, B, C, and D." I'm like, "Let's structure it like this. How's that sound?" He's like, "Yep, that sounds good." I'm like, "Let's put some vocals in it." Done.
Wow.
Now it's Perfect Places.
I envy you guys being so creative, man. My brain does not work like that.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, it's unreal.
I envy you for enjoying detailing cars.
That's hard too.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to enjoy detailing cars.
So yeah, man, this past weekend was really cool. Saturday and Sunday was a very rare weekend for us. We had off, which was really, really nice. So I downloaded and purchased Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
Outstanding game. Got some of that in, got some music in, got some scheduling in, some phone calls and some emails because business never really stops.
Never stops.
You know how that works. It was great seeing Mamador, the great Commodore had some time to kind of do his own thing, and it was nice to kind of come back here on a Monday. We were really looking forward to it, not only because we really love what we do, but we're really excited to have you. Like my main reason was you're so excited and passionate about what you do. It's contagious, which is awesome, man. So it's like if you hang around with like-minded people, you infuse each other with passion. Like everybody just really digs it because you can hang out with a bunch of a-holes, and you're just going to be a bigger a-hole.
Right.
If you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires.
I'm saying, man, 7 sources of income, and that's the way it works, baby. But that was really excited about today. Tomorrow we have the poll going up at 12 p.m. with 5 original songs on it, and then Wednesday you can find us at Castledore Studios at 7:05 for our original poll, which leads right into Turkey Day, which is this Thursday. I hope you guys are prepared. And by the way, go ahead and take your turkey out of the freezer now.
Yes.
This is for you. Take it out now. You can go online and you can figure out how much defrosting time you need for a specific turkey weighing a specific amount. But just in case you forgot, get it out now.
Day of does not work.
Yeah,
It's
day
not
of
gonna work
does
if
not
you
work.
wake
And
up
do not
early
try.
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, do not try to deep fry a frozen turkey unless you want the fire department to come to your house and potentially emergency medical technicians as well.
It may not even be fire. It would just be the emergency medical getting the burning grease off of your skin.
Yeah, it's like napalm. It's very, very similar. So we're excited. This Thursday is going to be super cool, man. I'm really excited about Thanksgiving. This Friday, we're going to be crashing Casa de Floyd, which is a brand new kitchen. My parents just moved into a brand new house. Awesome. It's a beautiful house. I'm really excited. The kitchen is absolutely beautiful. I'm just really excited to be there.
It's going to be weird not saying Inverness anymore.
Yeah, we're going to Hernando, which is weird. I think
Can
my
we call
friend
it something
Fernando.
else?
What?
I don't like Hernando.
Yeah, we're
Can we
working
call
on
it something else?
Yeah, we can call it whatever we want to. Nobody's going
Stand
to
by.
change our rules. That's the way it
Stand
works,
by.
man. Oh, yeah. So this Friday is going to be really cool. We're going to be doing some badass Thanksgiving leftovers. So that's what the menu is going to consist of. A lot of just awesome, like the most popular Thanksgiving leftovers, because we know we're going to have a bunch of food left over on Thursday, maybe. Awesome. I don't know. And then the Mad Scientist is joining us as well on Friday. He's going to be creating an awesome entree that I'm not supposed to say anything about, and an incredible dessert, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be this Friday. You can catch us live at 9:05. On Saturday, we're going to be here with Dan the Cheese Man. So on Saturdays, twice a month, we do what's called a Let's Cook segment, where we have a chef, a creator, a cook, if somebody that just likes to do stuff in the kitchen, we bring them in. We do a full feature in the kitchen. They create multiple meals that we create right alongside them. We play music in between each of the setup and breakdown of the individual courses. We give them a full feature. We give them an absolute full platitude to do whatever they want to talk about and create whatever they want. And this Saturday is Dan the Cheese Man, which I'm excited because I like people named Dan and I love cheese.
Dan, I hope you're bringing Gouda and sharp cheddar.
Dude, he's the cheese man.
Those are my favorites. Actually, Dan, I hope you don't bring either one of those. I hope you bring something so much more awesome that I don't even know about.
I don't even care what you bring, Dan. I'm just happy.
I don't care.
I like cheese. So that's real. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be this Saturday around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. We're waiting on Dan the Cheese Man because nobody tells the cheese how to cheese. The cheese man cheeses on his own. Okay? We don't tell you how to cheese, Dan. You tell us how you're going to cheese, and we get cheesy. Getting cheesy with it.
You're not cheesy.
No, baby.
Dan's cheesy.
That's true. You can always check out, and please, by all means, we have all of our social media, Instagram. Let's see, where else are we? We have LinkedIn. LinkedIn's working out really well. I never really thought about crashing kitchens and LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. However, if you're in the music business, LinkedIn's the place to be. Find us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/KitchenKillaz, also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. We also have a TikTok. You can check us out on TikTok, which is some interesting videos. We put random stuff up there. Some people seem to really like it. Other people may not. That's okay. We're still trying to figure it out. Let us know if there's any crazy TikTok videos you want to see, and we'll be sure to ignore them. And then you can also check out patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. That is the #1 way to help us push this entire machine forward. By all means, every single dollar counts. Every penny counts. And it most certainly goes into pushing and proliferating this passion and continue to allow us to bring guys like Reese from EMSMobileDetailing.com/Black Friday in to give you guys the Dilly O, baby.
Billy Floyd and the Commodore are getting their cars detailed.
Yeah! And a huge shout out to all of our sponsors, Software Brand and Paddle out of California, Merchroom.com for all your merchandise needs, baby. Get it done. Bridal Imagery, the flawless lasagna.
Use the code KILLER10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Black Friday website. Yeah,
right.
not Bridal Imagery.
Not
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Lakeland Barbecue, my man Joel Van out of Polk County, making everything tasty and covered in barbecue, just like the Commodore likes his women. Jay Bauer Art, Josh Bauer, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Castador Studios will be there this Wednesday, baby. And Wayne Dench out of Sanford. Huge shout out to Jason Sawyer for being so badass. # Bud Light. Welcome home. Yeah.
I love it.
Giggity.
So before we wrap the show, we want to give the platform to Reese and let us tell you, what do you got going on? Aside, we talked about Black Friday. We talked about EMSMobileDetailing.com. What else you got going on? What do you want to talk about? Let the people know.
As legitimately my life. Guys, Black Friday is the best thing that we're going to offer. Get your deal. Get it done. Get your 10% off with the code KitchenKillaz10.
Killer10.
Killer10. And check it out. EMSMobileDetailing.com/Black Friday.
Don't forget that the look of your freshly cleaned, shiny car.
Yeah.
As you
I'm just
walk
saying,
out
man.
Of
feels good.
Picture that.
Feels good. It's like a warm sock.
It's really nice.
We will travel outside our...
Put that sock on for the low price. Using the code KILLER10.
If you are not in our coverage area, if we get enough people in the coverage area, we will service you. So just if you are interested, get it. Tell all your friends about it. We'll come out and do it.
I like that. It's hard for me to not say something. Okay, it's passed. That was way too inappropriate. All right, we're fine.
I was kind of hoping you were going to say it.
No. Okay, well, we have made it to that point in the show where we got time for just one more. We're going to leave it up to Reese to let us know if he wants to hear a cover or an original.
Oh, definitely original. Originals are my favorite.
No hesitation whatsoever. Are we in tune for an original you want to rock and roll?
I don't know. I'll have to fix it. I didn't think it was going to say original.
Don't lie to me. That sounds familiar. Oh, hold on. There's a button.
Yes. 11:30.
Yes. This is called Elevate. Driving through this autumn mist, I spin, I twist these words in time for you. Come is my denominator, elevated thoughts surrounding you. As parallels don't drift or settle, mind me as I kind of fall for you. With these bending lines and diamond bites reflecting bright light, right back through you. With candid lips so pursed and prep, why don't you pull that kiss from me too? I won't interject, but I digress as that red dress on spouse from nose to thread to wood, there goes your good right out that door with what could, should, and might. moment, let's jump on it. Fingertips to lips as hips turn light tonight. As candles turn and moments burn, this hesitation in my soul for you. This wall crashes down here where this crown and drown that frown way down from truth to truth. With candy lips so close and prep, but don't you pull that kiss from me too. I won't interject, but I digress as that bed dress falls fast from nose to that afterglow will fall and close some way. Let's beam dark stars straight down to you. To you. Oh, oh, oh. Let's take a minute here. Let's lay down all these fears that pin us to these scars and tears. With candy lips so pursed and prep, but don't you pull that kiss from me too. I won't interject, but I digress as that red dress falls fast from nose to that afterglow fall and close some way. Let's beam dark stars straight down to. Oh, don't tell us so the less they know, the better it will be for me and for me and you. For me and you. For me and you. For me and you. Yes.
Hey.
Right on, my
amazing.
man. Well done, sir. Well done. Oh, echo. You want to hear what your voice sounds like with reverb? Not bad, dude. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Before we get going, my name is Billy Floyd, and that is
The Commodore.
We are joined by Reese from Reese.
Yeah,
Oh, it's almost Christmas season. We are joined by Reese from EMS Mobile Detailing. You can check him out at emsmobiledetailing.com. Check out all of the sales. He's got a Black Friday discount going on right now. They have never given away anything that is less than $100. And if you put in Killer 10,
He's doing it
not
now.
only do you get this awesome
Right
deal
now.
that they have available, but Killer 10 will drop it to that $90 mark,
Yes, sir.
which has never been done before.
We've already bought one.
That's right, baby. Huge shout out to Shelly Wheeler for taking all the pictures and making the thing happen, creating an amazing whiteboard, and for pretty much keeping us hydrated with delicious water and hashtag Bud Light. Welcome home. My man Wayne Dench and Jason Sawyer out of Sanford making it happen. To Denny, thanks for keeping it all together,
water
sir.
and
We
beer.
wouldn't be able to do any of this without you. Plus, he also brought these cool little things right here. Oh, yeah. They're for your cups and your coaster holders. Oh, your cup holders in your cars. Boom, boom, boom. Keeps it nice, keeps it dry, so fresh and so clean. Check them out again, emsmobiledetailing.com. Any last words, my good man?
No, thank you very much for having me on.
Dude, thanks for coming. And Lauren, thank you for putting up with my man Reese's shenanigans. We definitely appreciate that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Turkey Day, an amazing Thanksgiving, and a very safe holiday season. Thank you so much for coming on, my man. We love it. I'm going to be right there. You guys, you ready for some behind-the-scenes stuff? Oh, yeah,
Here
it's
we
getting
go.
crazy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Don't take the lens off. Don't take the lens off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!